Moments ago in a show of unity, the players and coaches from both teams kneeled on the sidelines together immediately after the national anthem was performed. Also in attendance for today's game, the commissioner of the National Football League, Roger Goodell. And right now, let's go down to the field. And Shannon Spake.
Well, Dick, you already mentioned those key Eagle injuries to Fletcher Cox and Darren Sproles, but that's just the tip of the injury iceberg for this Eagles team. Most of the injuries happening to that secondary, but the good news is they do get safety Rodney McLeod back this week. He sat out last Sunday with that hamstring injury. Now, because of those injuries, you really can look at this as an opportunity game. Opportunity for the Chargers to exploit that defensive depth, but also for the Eagles, it's an opportunity for a guy to step up, to step into some of those roles, to show he is ready for the moment.
All right, Shannon, thank you very much. And there is Doug Peterson in his second year, and he's become kind of a riverboat gambler, hasn't he, Mark, with his penchant for going for it on a fourth down.
There is no question about that. Doug Peterson, before the game, told me his biggest concern, a letdown after a huge divisional win last week against the New York Giants. His team practiced great all week.
Anthony Lynn, in his first year as a head coach, did coach one game at the end of last year for the Bills, but he has been an assistant coach for a long time and a former teammate of yours.
Former teammate of mine. We used to call him Bullwinkle when we played together, and he told me we have got to learn how to win games. Got to learn how to close them out. Got to learn how to finish them, Dick.
Well, you know, they've lost a lot of close ones. That's been their history, and this year they were a couple of kicks away from winning games. So last week got away from them early, and we'll see what happens here. 0-3 coming in a very tough AFC West, where Kansas City, Oakland, and Denver dominate right now. So the Chargers have won the toss, and they will receive. Brandon Oliver is back, along with Austin Eckler and Jake Elliott, the hero of last week for the Eagles, with his record-breaking 61-yard field goal at the buzzer to give the Eagles a tremendous victory. But let's see what San Diego does. They'll get the ball first. Beautiful sun-splashed day here in Los Angeles, and we're underway here in LA. And this kick is going to be down in the end zone for a touchback, and the Chargers will start from the 25. Philip Rivers, whose 3 interceptions in the first half took the Chargers out of the game last week against KC, but 180 consecutive starts, just wants to forget the 179.
Yeah, he does want to forget that, and he's going to go out here slinging this football. If you think he lacks confidence, you can forget it. This guy is confident. He's going to prove that last week was a fluke.
Rivers is 35 years old in his 14th year.
You're right here, okay. Delta! Son!
2 receivers out to the right, and his throw attempt on first down. Good pass rush coming in. Keenan Allen was the intended receiver. Tim Jernigan, the defensive tackle, putting on a good pass rush. The Chargers offense, they have not been able to run the ball. 27th in the league in rushing, averaging about 70 yards a game. And they get Joe Barksdale back at right tackle. He missed last week. Second and 10. Looks like a little confusion on the part of the Chargers lining up here. Out of the shotgun, empty backfield, and the slant is caught by Travis Benjamin, and Travis Benjamin gets close to midfield as he is tackled at the 44-yard line. He's the explosive receiver, and a 31-yard gain for the Chargers. And a first down, naturally.
Yes, and this is exactly what they're looking for. They're running a combination route. They're running off coverage here and getting underneath here, and that's exactly where Philip Rivers throws the ball in that combination. Great gain by Benjamin, and that's exactly the kind of start they need here on offense.
Handoff is to Melvin Gordon, and Gordon is going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. And Nigel Bradham, the outside linebacker, with a terrific play. The Eagles have been very tough against the run, as they showed on that last play. Despite the depleted secondary, they have held up well, and Jim Schwartz's team, probably the reason why they are 2-1.
Yes, and they played exceptionally well against a team just loaded with weapons with the Giants for 3 quarters. Missed some tackles, cost them in the 4th quarter. Sure, tackling has to be part of their thought process today.
Bo Allen is starting in place of Fletcher Cox, but they get Rodney McLeod back in safety. And a flag goes down. One of the Eagles had charged from the opposite side. Vinnie Curry, let's see the call. Carl Sheffers, the referee this afternoon.
Offside. Number 75 defense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
So Curry jumped.
Look at my guy right here, Philip Rivers. He sees this thing getting jumped. You know, it's not about extended play with Philip Rivers. Right here. He's just like, oh, my goodness. Looks like Woody from Toy Story. There's a snake in my boot. Like, I'm getting rid of this thing.
Melvin Gordon heard that it was a free play. I'm not catching this one. 2nd down and 4. And here is Gordon, and he breaks the tackle and gets a 1st down, and still on his feet as he gets inside the Eagles' 40-yard line. Bradham, who made a good play previously, missed that tackle, and Gordon gets 11 yards as the Chargers impressive thus far.
Nice little inside trap game. You're going to watch these 3 in combination right here, working the inside, and Gordon on the handoff just goes ahead and gets right on the inside. You see the little short pull, and now watch the stiff arm at the end, getting pit red of people. Those are the signature runs he needs to make that he hasn't been able to make since having that microfracture surgery on his knee earlier in the offseason.
Going back to pass and getting the rush and throwing the ball incomplete was Rivers. He got the charge up the middle by the Eagles defense. And you mentioned Gordon, who had a bone bruise of the knee and missed a couple of days of practice before he was ruled okay for this one.
Anthony Lynn talked to us about the lack of just strength coming back from that microfracture surgery. That's been the biggest thing. Not the ability not to cut early, and the ability to not to have that explosive power in his cuts, and also finishing runs. That's been a big problem for Melvin Gordon so far this year.
2nd down and 10. Rivers, short drop, trying to get out of trouble. Watch out from behind, and the ball is slapped away, and it's loose, and the Eagles have it. It was Chris Long who slapped the ball away from behind on Rivers, and the Philadelphia Eagles, capitalizing on a Charger turnover, withstand this threat and get the ball back.
Story. Behind every story is the reason for transparency.
Touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good. So good! So good!
Make your commute a little sweeter in the newly redesigned Hyundai Sonata, our best Sonata ever.
Not a yes, sir, not a follower. Fit the box, fit the mold, have a seat in the foyer. Take a number, I was lightning before the thunder. Lightning and the thunder, thunder, thunder. Feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder, thunder.
I'm Val, the Orange Money retirement squirrel from Voya. I represent the money you save for the future.
Who's he?
He's the green money you can spend now. What's up?
Gonna pay some bills, maybe buy a new tennis racket.
He's got a killer backhand.
When it's time to get organized for retirement, it's time to get Voya.
Thanks to Pizza Hut's $7.99 large pizza deal, it's never been easier to bring everyone to the table. Get an oven-hot large pizza with 2 of your favorite toppings for just $7.99. It's the best pizza delivery deal out there. because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
You hurry up and fix my man, or we gonna have a problem.
They're gonna turn me into a monster. Empire at its new time, Wednesday at 8 on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency.
Chris Long with a big defensive play from behind, and the ball recovered by the first-round pick, Derek Barnett of Tennessee. So now the Eagles, after the Chargers were driving impressively, will have the ball on their own 32-yard line. Carson Wentz, and Wendell Smallwood breaks a tackle, and there's a guy who gets a first down, and they hope that he picks up a bigger role now that Sproles is out.
Dick, it's Chris Long, and one thing, when your skill set diminishes, you know what you can always do? You can always hustle. And one thing about Chris Long, he has always had that hustle. Look, never giving up right here. Offensive tackle does. Chris Long doesn't. Forces the turnover on the edge. Big play for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Meanwhile, an 11-yard gain by Smallwood, and LeGarrette Blount comes in at running back, and Blount, who's the hard runner, carries and gets a couple before he's wrestled down. Carson Wentz, who led 2 comebacks against the Giants last week after the Eagles had the lead deep into the game, and he is proving that he is the real deal, making only his 20th career start. Don't be fooled by that. He is the leader of this club and carries himself with the poise of a quarterback who's been around for a long time.
There is no question in Philadelphia who's in charge, and he wears number 11.
Smallwood comes back in the game. 4 receivers, 3 on the right for Wentz. 2nd down and 8. Swing pass out to Smallwood. And Smallwood is stopped just shy of midfield by the cornerback Casey Hayward after getting 4 yards. Philadelphia Eagles outstanding in 3rd down conversions, trying to get their wide receiver core in order. They lead the NFL in time of possession, and they ran 39 times last week, Mark, the most in the last 3 years. Looked like they had abandoned the run, didn't they?
For the first 2 weeks, they threw it 75% of the time, and I know those offensive linemen weren't happy about it.
You wouldn't be. 3rd down and 4. And the quick pass. Flag is down. And the pass caught by Trey Burton, but Hayward was right there immediately. But a penalty flag down, and it will be against the Chargers.
Offside. Number 54 defense. 5-yard penalty, which results in a first down.
It'll be Melvin Ingram, their ace. Offsides and a first down for the Eagles into Los Angeles territory.
Offsides, but here's going to be a great matchup right here. Anybody that sits on top of Jason Peters, the 14-year vet at left tackle, and he still moves like a young man. This guy can play for as long as he wants.
Eagles bring in Corey Clement. They do have running backs, even though Sproles is out for the year, and Clement gets the call. An angry runner, according to his coach, Doug Peterson, gets a few. And Tenny Palapoy is there to make the tackle. A gain of 3. Chargers defensively. Well, here's a team that doesn't run well and doesn't defend the run well. They're 31st in the league against the run, and they have missed so many tackles. Clement again. And he gets to the 40. He'll be 4 yards shy of the first down.
When you miss on the season 35 tackles coming into this game, it is hard to get off the football field. And that's a simple thing. If you tackle well in this league, it's very difficult for an offense to put 8, 10, 12 plays together and score. So just the tackling alone for this Chargers team would, rectify a multitude of sins if they would just be better at that.
You're right, Mark, and the onus is on their defense right now on 3rd down and 3 at the 39. Wentz looking and goes up top, and it's caught by Aguilar. Nelson Aguilar, who played his college ball at USC and was a #1 pick, is out of bounds inside the 5. A 36-yard beautiful pass and catch.
You're talking about, and you always say it, right, about the leadership right there from Carson Wentz. He knows he's going to get hit right in the teeth, but look at him put this ball on the money, down the sideline, perfectly executed for the big gain to get him inside the 10.
And here is Clement trying to go outside, but the Chargers pursue well, led by Jatavis Brown, the weak side linebacker. And Clement is curtailed, and he will lose 3 on that play, bringing up 2nd down and goal.
Love Carson Wentz. They get the big play. They get down there. They hustle. Now, let's slow it down a little bit, right? We have 2 downs here to get this score. Let's make sure we're in the right formation, right personnel grouping, and we have the right call made.
Now it's 2nd and goal at the 7. They were at the 4. The motion is Alshon Jeffrey to pass up the middle, and it is caught. Touchdown by Jeffrey. So the Eagles don't take that much long to take advantage of the Chargers turnover. The fumble by Rivers. And Jeffrey with the touchdown catch from Wentz from 7 yards out gives Philadelphia the early lead. And here's Jake Elliott on for the extra point. And the kick is perfect. Officially an 8-yard touchdown pass to Jeffrey from Wentz. 7-0 Eagles.
Sir Jeremy, you are a true friend of the crown. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly. Madam Susan, you are an even truer friend of the crown. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly. What is that?
This is a spiced honey mead wine that I have really been into lately.
Please follow Sir Brad. He's going to give you a private tour of the pit of misery.
I'm sorry, what?
Pit of misery. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Here's to the friends you can always count on.
What we do every night is like something out of a strange dream, except that the next morning, it all makes sense. To power global e-commerce, FedEx networks are massive, far-reaching, and yes, a little magical. FedEx.com/dream.
Hey, Josh, will there be more drama between you and Des Bryant this season?
No.
Josh, then why did you just post this image of Des Bryant with sticks of butter for hands? You saying that Des can't catch anymore?
No.
Seems like you think you're better than Des Bryant.
I would never say that, sir.
Oh, Josh, you literally just posted an image that says, I am better than Des Bryant. I'm a tornado of coverage. I've out-sprinted cheetahs. Oh, Des, where are you? You're choking on my dust. You wish you were as cool, as handsome, as fast.
From breakfast burritos to late-night quesadillas, 20 decadent cravings. $1 all day at Taco Bell. Let the feast begin.
The moment you realize you're lucky your backyard is in the back.
At Lowe's, we'll help you find the lawn care products perfect for your yard so you can get back to enjoying it.
Hurry into Lowe's and get 2 3-quart mums for only $8.
The only thing that matters is October.
Today's game is sponsored by Bud Light, brewed to be enjoyed responsibly.
There is Alshon Jeffrey with his second touchdown reception of the year. 8 plays, 68 yards. The big one was the 36-yard pass to Nelson Aguilar that put the Eagles at 1st and goal, capitalizing on the Chargers turnover. Austin Ekeler and Brandon Oliver are back deep, and this kick in the back of the end zone, and for the second time, the Chargers will start from the 25.
So here we go. We've got the motion man right here coming across the formation in Jeffrey. And I love what they end up doing here. High-low combination routes to open this up. And that's what it's all about. Make sure you show the defense something so you can take something else from them. Here you go right here. Freeze this thing. Now what you see is you're going to see defenders looking at this underneath route so that you can expose the route to Jeffrey on the backside. High-low combo route. That's how they get the score to Jeffrey.
First down at the 25 for the Chargers. Already 7 points down. And here is Melvin Gordon, and he'll be tackled for a 1.5-yard loss by Tim Jernigan, who has played very well, coming over from the Ravens. He has been an asset for this team, and they're trying to get Gordon unleashed. A loss of 2 on first down.
And Shannon Spake talked about this before the game. Said it's opportunity for somebody to step up here and make a play. Here's Jernigan taking over for Fletcher Cox, and he's been in the backfield all game long.
2nd and 12. And they go again to Gordon. Gordon stiffs arms a defender, and Gordon close to the first down. See where they spot it, and he may have it. Well, it's been a wild rally at Denver in week 1, falling short as Koo's tying field goal got blocked. And then in week number 2, the late game heartbreaks continue as Younghoe Koo missed a 44-yard winning field goal. And for Anthony Lynn, the beat goes on. Just here in Los Angeles, and the Chargers struggling in close games. Here's Melvin Gordon. And nothing there. Another loss on the play. Michael Kendricks that time.
Anthony Lynn there, and he talked to us about just finishing games, learning how to win. He told us, don't worry. To his guys, don't worry about winning the game. Let me worry about winning the game. You guys just execute. Don't do more than your job. Go out here, make blocks, make tackles, and we'll worry as a coaching staff about getting a W at the end of the game.
And he says when you don't win, it definitely affects your confidence. And, you know, it's the old which comes first, the chicken or the egg, when you have this situation. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Gordon is out as a receiver. Pressure put on Rivers. And a marker down. Rivers going deep downfield, nearly intercepted. And off the hands of Patrick Robinson, the former Colt, but a penalty marker down.
Holding, number 76.
And they're going to call holding penalty
2nd down.
against Russell Okung, the veteran left tackle. And right now, let's get a game break. And let's check in with Carissa Thompson.
Thanks, Dick. We head to New England after the Patriots rallied to tie the game at 30. Graham Gano hits this 48-yard field goal as time expires. The Carolina Panthers beat the New England Patriots 33-30. Dick, Mark, and Shannon.
All right, thank you very much, Carissa. Penalty was declined, so that brings up 3rd down and 10. Rivers stepping up this time and way off the mark. Intended for Travis Benjamin, nowhere near him. So quickly, 4th down coming up. Boy, the Eagles defense putting on pressure and also covering well, Mark.
And we talked about Fletcher Cox being the actuator of this defense. Right now, this defensive line has taken control of this game. They have set a tempo, and they've set a new line of scrimmage on every single play.
That's Kenyon Barner, who had been with the Eagles and then the Chargers, and now was signed this week as a return man. They lose Sproles in a very valuable thing there. Flag is down, and Barner is tackled immediately, but a penalty flag is thrown.
During the kick, holding, number 52 receiving team. Half the distance to the goal. 1st down, timeout.
So the penalty after the 50-yard kick will be against Najee Good of the Eagles, and will return in just a moment. Another tough start for Phillip Rivers. Eagles in front.
Touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline.
make your commute a little sweeter in the newly redesigned Hyundai Sonata, our best Sonata ever.
What is this?
It's the new iPhone. It's for our anniversary.
Our anniversary?
It's 34 days since we first met.
I didn't get you anything.
Oh, it's fine, because I got myself one, too.
Oh.
From you, for me, happy anniversary. I love it. That is very thoughtful of you. Thank you.
Get the amazing new iPhone 8. And with all AT&T Unlimited plans, get HBO for life. Less than $40 per line for 4 lines. Only from AT&T.
The reviews are in. Blade Runner 2049 is unlike anything you will see. It's an unforgettable experience. Buckle up. Utterly perfect. It's the best movie of 2017.
Cannot imagine what happens next.
Blade Runner 2049, rated R.
This is the original light beer. And 40 years later, we still brew it the same way. Because when you get something right, you don't mess with it. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Are you taking the tissue test?
Yep. And my teeth are yellow.
Time for white strips.
Crest Glamorous White Strips are the only ADA-accepted whitening strips proven to be safe and effective, and they whiten 25 times better than a leading whitening toothpaste. Crest. Healthy, beautiful smiles for life.
Get 2 Whopper sandwiches now for only $6. Only at Burger King.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Hyundai, an official sponsor of the NFL. By DirecTV. And by Burger King. Try the 2 for $6 Whopper sandwich deal today, only at Burger King.
One of many meetings I think the Chargers are having right now on their sideline to try to get things settled down as the Eagles, after the penalty on the punt, will start from their 8-yard line. LeGarrette Blount finds an opening off the left side, and Blount, who didn't carry it all against Kansas City, there's another penalty flag thrown down. Had a big day against the Giants.
To the face, number 93 defense. That 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. Result, automatic first down.
Well, the turnover and now the penalties really hurting the Chargers. Darius Philon, hands to the face. That was a 3-yard run, and then the penalty gives them a first down at the 16. Wendell Smallwood. He had a good opening there, didn't he, Mark? And he picks up enough yards and gets to the 23-yard line, a gain of 8.
Smallwood's kid they have a lot of faith in, taking over for Darren Sproles today, getting the start. But here's what I like right here. Down here in the Briar Patch, look at our receivers. Bam, right here. Bam, right here. That's getting involved. When you get receivers get involved like that, man, it makes me excited, right? They want to get in the Briar Patch and get a little nasty going, too, and not just catching the ball. You love that unselfishness. That's what that is.
Well, I got another lineman up front for protection for Wentz, and he needs it as this time Ingram missed him. And Tavius Brown thrown out of bounds.
Second down.
Incomplete.
Third down.
And what you saw right there is what has made this offense so exceptional in third downs. Right now, this offense is completing 49% of their third downs, third in the National Football League. And it really comes down to not only Carson Wentz's understanding of the offense, but his athleticism to move around and make some plays outside the pocket.
Doug Peterson shuttling in those running backs. Clement is in there right now on 3rd down and 3. And Clement gets the call and runs for the first down. You know, they don't have Darren Sproles. You'd never know it the way the Eagles are running here in the first quarter with Blunt, Smallwood, and Clement. An 11-yard pickup and a first down out to the 33.
And this is what the Eagles have to do. They are so good right now at possessing the football. They're so good from a standpoint of multiple run plays. They'll get the outside play, then they'll go right back in with the trap game. You saw the inside handoff, just man on man right there, beautifully executed by Jason Kelce, the center.
And a first down at the 33. And it's going to be a fake end around, and the pass is to Wendell Smallwood, and Smallwood is off into Charger territory and gets to the 43-yard line. Well executed, and notice the delay on the non-end around toss, and a gain of 24 yards, and the Eagles are in business again.
Love it with the fake end around. They come around the outside here just to set up the screen. Now I want you to watch the offensive linemen, because they've got athletic offensive linemen, maybe the most athletic in the National Football League. And you'll see these big hog mollies down here just trying to get busy as they're down there in front of the screen. Beautifully executed.
And now it's LeGarrette Blount's time. He's in the backfield. They fake to him, and in trouble is Wentz, and he goes down. He has been sacked 12 times now this season, and it was Darius Philon who comes in and gets the play, and a loss of 2. Wentz didn't go back that deep, only lost 2.
The play before, again, this screen play, as we talked about, you had the fake reverse action. Now watch Smallwood right here. Hide behind that offensive line. Look at this, guys. Everybody out here in front. Look at Jason Kelce hammering around down there. Wisniewski down there getting dirty. Get those big guys out there in space and let them get on little guys.
8th play of the drive. Another fake on the end around. Ingram charging in, and the pass is completed to LeGarrette Blount. Blount still on his feet. And it takes 3 Chargers to bring him down at the 25. And it's Trey Boston who makes the stop finally. And another 20-yard pickup. Eagles getting yards by the big chunks.
On the field before the game, talked to Doug Peterson, worried about the letdown. He said, no, this team has practiced well. We talked about that divisional opponent we had last week. We can't have a letdown. Look at the effort that we're getting from the Philadelphia Eagles right now. And the elusiveness from Carson Wentz at 6'5". You don't expect the guy to be that quick and that slippery.
Boy, he runs so well for a big guy, and he loses the snap and covers up, and this is where you don't want him to get up and try to do too much. He covered up, recovered the bobbled snap, and will just go back for another play.
Look at this perfect snap right here. Just want to get the ball in there. Got to secure the ball first, and then you're 100% right, partner. Get on the ball, just stay down. That ball attracts a lot of attention. I don't know if you know this. I picked one up once, got a mouthful of right down, and I was like, note to self, don't ever pick a football up again when you're on a football field. That's dangerous.
You stayed away forever on that.
Yes.
So now 2nd and 13. With under a minute to play in the first quarter, the ball back to the 28. Low snap this time, and Wentz in a 50-50 battle, and it was a good one because it was Alshon Jeffrey and Casey Hayward, and Hayward wins that particular battle, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, this is where you make your money. Quarterback's responsibility is 3rd down. We pay the other 10 guys to make plays on 1st and 2nd.
Well,
his job is to convert on 3rd down, and they're the 3rd best team in the National Football League converting 3rd down plays.
Mr. Offensive Lineman, you better block here.
You know what? I've got your back.
Smallwood and Clement line up in the backfield on 3rd down and 13, and they call the running play to Clement. They're in field goal range, and it was Joey Bosa in his 2nd year making his first play of the game. And so with 4th down, the field goal team comes on for Doug Peterson to try to add to the Philadelphia lead.
Now that drive started in your minus air territory behind the 10-yard line, so you got all that real estate and end up with an opportunity to kick a field goal. That's the kind of production you need offensively.
This will be a 45-yard attempt for Elliott. Well, we know he can kick from 61. This one is good by far. And the Eagles now have opened up a 10-0 lead over the Chargers. Well, tomorrow on Fox, it's a new Marvel series set in the X-Men universe, where an ordinary family discovers that their children possess mutant powers and must run from the government. If you're an X-Men fan, you will love the Gifted series. Premiere it's tomorrow at 9/8 Central on Fox.
Speaking of gifted, this Philadelphia offense is gifted. They have some players from the offensive linemen that can run. Carson Wentz making guys miss. They're just a multitude of running backs, outside, inside game. Right now, you see why this football team is legit, and they are setting the tone here in Los Angeles.
And we talk about time of possession and what they dominated. They have had 2 drives of 68 and 65 yards to get their 10 points. So Elliott will kick off, and Eckler and Oliver are back. And downing it in the end zone is Brandon Oliver, and Chargers will go to the 25. Let's send it down to Shannon.
Hey, Dick, no doubt the early season hero of this Eagles team is rookie kicker Jake Elliott. Last Sunday, he hit that 61-yard walk-off field goal, but his teammates weren't the only ones celebrating. Check this out. Elliott's mom, Diane, his stepfather sitting in the stands. They go crazy. Now, I talked to Elliott pregame. He told me despite the fact that he had only kicked a 56-yarder in college before last Sunday, he said as soon as the ball left his foot, he knew it had the distance.
And how great, Shannon, to have his folks, you know, in the crowd to watch that moment. It's record-breaking. No rookie has ever kicked one that far. It was an Eagles record as well. But let's see what Philip Rivers does on first down, and this pass will be incomplete, intended for Keenan Allen as time runs out. And that is the end of the first quarter here in Los Angeles with the score, the Eagles 10 and the Chargers nothing.
Where are we? About to see Progressive's new Home Quote Explorer, where you can compare multiple quote options online and choose what's right for you.
Whoa.
Flo and Jamie here to see HQX. Flo and Jamie, request entry. Slovakia, Triceratops, Tapioca, Racquetball, Staccato,
Mioma Jaime,
Pumpernickel, Pudding.
Hey, guys.
Home Quote Explorer. It's home insurance made easy.
That's what it is. Hey, guys.
Lucifer's season premiere tomorrow on Fox.
You can't put a price on safety. That's why every 2017 Toyota RAV4 comes with lane departure alert, pre-collision system, dynamic radar cruise control, and automatic high beams, all standard at no extra charge. To get similar safety features in a Nissan Rogue, you'd have to pay $8,505 more. The 2017 Toyota RAV4. Right now, lease a new 2017 RAV4 for $179 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Football Chavez here. We're enjoying Football TV with 35 channels of sports and the best in European soccer. You'll never miss another goal!
Stream the most live sports for the least money. Try Fubo TV free today.
I got hurt at work, and I don't know what to do. Can't play with my kids. I can't work. Bills are piling up. My wife's always worried. Insurance companies keep giving me the runaround. This is too much to handle myself.
You've called the right place. Pond Hockey can help get your life back together.
New Jersey is facing an epidemic fueled by opioid painkillers.
We want you to know that recovery from addiction is possible.
The signs you spot today
Could save a loved one tomorrow.
To learn more, visit reachnj.gov.
The only thing that matters is October.
And it's the start of the second quarter here in Los Angeles as Jake Elliott giving the Eagles a 10-0 lead. The Chargers face a second down and 10. Dick Stockton, Mark Schlereth, and Shannon Spake with you.
Juice, maybe mustard.
We're about 14 miles south of downtown L.A. in Carson, California. And we'll have the whistle and a false start penalty coming
False
up
start,
against
number
the
72
Chargers.
offense. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Against Joe Barksdale.
You guys got to have all the fun, Dick. You and Shannon. Jake Elliott kicks the 61-yard field goal. I saw his parents in the stands. They were getting all excited. Listen, I was blessed to play on some good football teams, won and started in 3 Super Bowls. I consider that all garbage compared to watch my son pitch in his first Major League contest. I can't imagine what was going through their minds. Must have been so proud.
That's amazing. 3 Super Bowl rings, but you'll take watching your son pitch
any day of the week.
Swing pass to Gordon. And Gordon picks up about 4 yards, and for a game break, let's check in again with Carissa Thompson.
Thanks, Dick. We head to Tampa Bay. The Bucs up 7 in the first quarter. Jameis Winston finds a wide-open O.J. Howard, the rookie from Alabama, for this 58-yard touchdown. Bucs lead 13-0. Giants looking to avoid going 0-4. Dick, Mark, and Shannon.
All right, Carissa, not a good start for the Giants, but Tampa Bay, a lot of people think they'll be a threat in that NFC South, and why not? It'll be 3rd down and 8. Here comes the pressure up the middle. It's picked up effectively, and Rivers completes the pass to Keenan Allen and a first down. Good blitz pickup that time by the Chargers up the middle, and a gain of 21.
Great blitz pickup, just like you said. Phillip Rivers changes the protection, but this is the most reliable receiver they have right here. Keenan Allen just on the deep cross. Look at him set him up and crosses the football. Phillip Rivers on time. Excellent job.
But then Gordon is stopped in his tracks by Derek Barnett. He's the #1 pick by the Eagles and recovered the fumble earlier created by Chris Long.
And these are the things that continue to happen to the San Diego Chargers. You get the penalty. All of a sudden, you didn't get the block at the line of scrimmage. You let a tackle happen in the backfield. First down here and long yardage, or 2nd down and 12, excuse me, you cannot allow these things to happen to you offensively.
Brandon Oliver now in the backfield. Oliver. Handoff hit. Bo Allen, who's starting today for Fletcher Cox, and a loss of 6. So the Chargers have lost 8 yards on 2 plays after their big game.
And it's all about penetration. If you allow penetration to these guys inside, your running game will go absolutely nowhere. You see Bo Allen right here. He gets the penetration. We've got offensive linemen releasing like to screen. They hand it off. There's a miscommunication and another situation where the Chargers shoot themselves in the foot, setting up a 3rd down and forever.
And look how soft the Eagles defense is playing. They'll give him anything underneath. Rivers, and he swings it out to Austin Eckler, and Eckler gets into Eagles territory, but way short of a first down as Jalen Mills, the cornerback, makes the stop, and the Chargers will have to kick it away. Drew Kaiser comes on for Los Angeles, and Kenyon Barner goes back at about the 10-yard line. Mike Wint is the long snapper. Beautiful kick. And it bounces at the 5. And it goes into the end zone. Chargers try to give it a go to keep it in play, but couldn't. And so the Eagles will start from the 20. And that means Carson Wentz comes out on the field again. We'll be back.
Car's ready?
Wrong car.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. You guys want to check it out?
It's someone else's car.
What is this?
It's the all-new Chevy Equinox. This feels like a luxury SUV. Your car's here.
Bummer.
Do we have to take that one back?
Wah, wah.
Can I take this one home?
Current qualified Chevrolet lessees can get this all-new 2018 Chevy Equinox LT for around $199 a month, or get $2,500 total cash allowance. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
What is this?
It's the new iPhone. It's for our anniversary.
Our anniversary?
It's 34 days since we first met.
I didn't get you anything.
Oh, it's fine, because I got myself one, too.
Oh,
From you, for me, happy anniversary. I love it. That is very thoughtful of you. Thank you.
Get the amazing new iPhone 8. And with all AT&T Unlimited plans, get HBO for life. Less than $40 per line for 4 lines. Only from AT&T.
We didn't set out to make a hit. We just sang our song. Real bourbon, no apologies. Wild Turkey. It'll find you.
It all comes down to this. The Energizer Bunny gets the snap. He's still going! Nothing outlasts Energizer Ultimate Lithium.
She's making her way down the board. There are McPick 2 for 5 deals on all sides. Favorites everywhere. McNuggets and a Big Mac. It's good. Get your fan favorites on the McPick 2 menu. Choose any 2 for just $5. They did it. Oh, my.
Fox Thursday. Charlize Theron guest star.
She may not be what she seems.
Give me back my Chevy.
I think everyone's going to want to see this.
The Orville. All new Thursday on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Chevy. Chevys earn J.D. Power Dependability Awards for cars, trucks, and SUVs.
Carson Wentz off to a good start, 5 for 7, 92 yards and a touchdown, and they've outrushed the Chargers, have the Eagles, 33-15. Chance Warmack is now at left guard. Stefan Wisniewski started, and they've been going back and forth as to who starts. Wisniewski has played outstanding. They're happy with both. Pass from Wentz, dropped. Torrey Smith had it and dropped it. Would have been a huge gain for the Eagles.
Torrey Smith down the seam. You couldn't run it down there as a quarterback and dump it in his hands any better than that. That is a tight window throw, beautifully executed, and Torrey Smith got to be sick about it.
So now 2nd and 10 from the 20. Both quarterbacks using audibles a lot in this first quarter. LeGarrette Blount and escapes one tackle and comes within 2 yards of a first down. Let's send it down to Shannon. Shannon, what do you read from the crowd so far?
Well, Dick, what I'm reading is that there are a lot more Eagles fans in this crowd than Chargers fans. Usually when the home team is on 3rd down, the crowd will settle a bit, let them do their thing. But that is actually when it gets loudest inside this stadium. I've heard Go Eagle chants the entire time. And in pregame warm-ups, the one tunnel that both of the teams come in and out of were lined with green jerseys.
Yeah, well, a lot of these teams go far and wide with their fandom, and the Philadelphia Eagles, one of the great franchises in the league. As we know, we have an injured player down on the field, and it's a Charger. We're going to take a break right now. We'll identify who it is when we get back. Timeout here in Los Angeles.
It's the new Crispy Buffalo Chicken Melt. Crispy as in juicy on the inside, crispy on the outside chicken filet. Buffalo as in that delicious sauce with the right kick. And melt as in melted cheese topping it all. It's the new Crispy Buffalo Chicken Melt, only at Burger King.
The new celebration rules are in place, and Pepsi is all for it. Antonio, what have you got in mind? Bit of a throwback. Looks like the Charleston. You never see that in football or anywhere.
It's iPhone season and everyone's celebrating. But this year, celebrate more responsibly.
How much data did I use last night?
What did I sign up for? Hey, Jimmy, where's your iPhone season spirit? Be smart and get the new iPhone 8 from Sprint. You'll get the best price for unlimited and network reliability within 1% of the other guys.
Works for me.
It's an iPhone season miracle. I'm going to Sprint.
Celebrate at Sprint, the only way to get the new iPhone 8 for $0 per month, plus upgrade to the latest iPhone anytime with iPhone Forever.
Welcome. How's it going?
Hi. Hi.
Okay, so you've got 2 friends here.
Yes.
This is the J.D. Power Award for dependability. Now, I want you to give it to the friend that you think is most dependable.
Wow. It's just not fair. Does she have to?
She doesn't have to.
Oh, I don't?
No, but it's a tough choice, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, luckily, Chevy makes it a little easier because it's the only brand to earn J.D. Power Dependability Awards for cars, trucks, and SUVs 2 years in a row.
That's amazing.
Chevy's a name you can trust.
Week 4 continues with Sunday Night Football on NBC and Monday Night Football on ESPN. Then Week 5 kicks off with Thursday Night Football in Tampa Bay.
Adam Scott, Craig Robinson, Ghosted premieres tonight on Fox.
The injured Charger was Jatavis Brown, the linebacker, and Nigel Harris, the undrafted rookie from South Florida. Number 58 has replaced him. Eagles facing 3rd down and 2 on their 28. Wentz up the middle, and the pass is caught by Wendell Smallwood, and a first down for the Eagles. Thumbs up from Wentz.
Carson Wentz getting off the initial read on the short side of the field, coming back to his check down, the back over the ball to secure that first down. Another reason they're so good in 3rd downs. Carson Wentz's maturity and ability to move from receiver to receiver.
From the 33, and LeGarrette Blount breaks a tackle and may have another first down, and he does. Another first down. Well, the Eagles defeated the Redskins. Big win on the road for the first time since 2013 in week 1. And then his Hail Mary fell short. Eagles lost to Kansas City. No crime there. Kansas City's really good. And then, of course, the Jake Elliott 61-yard walk-off field goal to beat the Giants, which has been well chronicled. And now Doug Peterson. And so far, it looks like the Eagles have not missed a beat, having Cox and Sproles out of there thus far. First down at the 43 of Philadelphia. Take the handoff, and the pass is caught by Zach Ertz, and his first catch of the game, another first down. Coming into the game, only Antonio Brown and Larry Fitzgerald had more catches than the tight end, who has 12 yards and a first down into Charger territory.
And this is where it all comes down. You get this play action mesh right here, and that opens up that slant pass to Ertz so easy. And look, they're so connected. Ertz and Wentz puts it right on his hands, gives him a chance to run after the catch.
They wait to nearly middle of the second quarter to target ends for the first time. And now the pass is caught by Aguilar. So the USC Trojan coming back home and catching one big pass.
Partner, I'm sorry if it works. Let's just go back to it, right? We did it with Blount. Now it's Smallwood, the same handoff look. Now let's throw the slant to our wide receiver as opposed to our tight end. I love it when coaches will be play repeaters. If it works, let's keep working it until they take it away from us. They're on a roll right now in Philadelphia.
10-0. And Wentz now 8 of 11 for 123 yards and a first down on the 31 of the Chargers. Take the handoff to Blount, and Wentz takes off. Boy, does he run well for a 6'5", 237 guy. And he gets inside the 20 for another Eagles first down. Wentz with a 12-yard run and a first down.
Wentz is just one of those guys. As a player, you just don't expect that kind of fluidity of movement. You don't expect him to be able to break tackles like that. And all of a sudden, he's out the gate for the first down. Great job of running by Wentz, but understanding even while he takes off, he's always got his eyes down the field. He's a very mature second-year player.
And a first down on the 19 of the Chargers. The Eagles are threatening again. And a whistle nullifies the play, and a false start call coming up on the Eagles.
False start, number 62, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
That's their center, Jason Kelce, 5-yard penalty.
And you heard it. You can hear the calls here. Kill, kill, kill. As Carson Wentz went to the line of scrimmage, he's saying, let's get out of that play because I don't like the look. Again, the maturity of a young player. Doug Peterson said this guy is next level, as did Frank Reich, the offensive coordinator. So he just knows so much.
First and 15, handoff to Wendell Smallwood, and he runs right into the defender, Hayes Pollard. He tried to leap. He got to go real high to get over Pollard on that play.
I love it right here. He changes the play again. He sees the potential of the blitz coming off the left-hand side of the formation. He changes the play, hands it to the running back, going away from the potential blitzer. That's the maturity. That's the understanding. We call it the pre-snap look. Being able to read the defense as you're in the cadence and make the necessary changes to get you in a better play.
Good balance by the Eagles so far offensively in this game. That's what you want. In motion goes Smallwood. Fake to Smallwood. They go the other way. And it's incomplete. Brent Selleck was in the neighborhood. Good pressure by Damian Squire by the Chargers. So under 7 minutes to go. Only down by 2 scores right now. So this is an important hold for their defense coming up.
And their defense has actually played really well throughout this season. They've been put in tough positions, and they've battled through those tough positions. They've got to clean up the tackling because it's hurt them so far. But this is a position on third down where you have to get off the field and make them settle for a field goal.
Wentz has time, drills it, and it's incomplete. Good defense. Torrey Smith defended by Trevor Williams. And Williams has had to play at corner with Jason Verrett injured. And Williams makes a nice play, staying with Smith, bringing up 4th down and forcing, as you mentioned, the Eagles to go for 3.
Great protection there. It always starts with protection. Carson Wentz protected well, but they pay the other guys on the other side of the field as well. This is an elite defensive front. You see the pocket to step into. There is just nothing there for Carson that impedes him from throwing this ball. And there's Williams at the very end breaking that up.
This is a 40-yard field goal attempt by Jake Elliott, and this kick is perfect. 2 for 2 is Elliott, 45 and 40-yard field goals, and the Eagles now up 13-0.
We just found the body of a woman last night. The head is missing. Who does he leave the snowman for? This killer is completely insane.
I gave you all the clues. You could have saved her.
He's been watching us the whole time.
Hello?
This is just the beginning.
The Snowman.
You each drive a Ford pickup, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you a next-generation pickup.
Awesome. Let's do this.
The bed is made of high-strength steel, which is less susceptible to punctures than aluminum.
The stronger, the better.
And best of all, this new truck is actually the current Chevy Silverado.
Current Chevy owners and lessees get a total value of $10,600 or 0% financing for 72 months on this Silverado All-Star. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Thanks to Pizza Hut's $7.99 large pizza deal, it's never been easier to bring everyone to the table. Get an oven-hot large pizza with 2 of your favorite toppings for just $7.99. It's the best pizza delivery deal out there, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
A lot of people have been fighting this fight for a long time. And now it's our turn.
The Gifted, series premiere, tomorrow on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by the new film The Snowman, based on the terrifying bestseller in theaters October 20th. By Corona Extra, who invites you to find your beach. And by Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
11 plays, 58 yards, and Elliott's field goal. They had a first down on 5 consecutive plays, so now their scoring plays for the Eagles are 68, 65, and 58 yards. So they have chewed up the time. And now the question, as the Chargers go on offense once again, as Ekeler and Oliver are back deep. And they'll take it out of the 25. Well, it's going to be a great ALDS on FS1 with the Red Sox taking on Jose Altuve and the Astros, and the Indians taking on either the Twins or the Yankees. The ALDS begins Thursday on FS1.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yankees fan came to check out the game in Los Angeles.
You know, I tell you what, I think any one of these teams can win a series. What do the Chargers need to do? Who can they go to?
Well, offensively, they need to execute, and Hunter Henry is their most complete player. He has, I mean, he's missing persons report right now on Hunter Henry.
Play fake. Rivers has time. Rivers going deep, and Rivers has a receiver, Tyrell Williams, and he'll score. 75 yards.
And Dick, what did I tell you about stars? Stars are going to shine, aren't they? Philip Rivers finally gets the time in the pocket to set up, and he unleashes to Williams over the top on the post route down the middle of the football field. Beautifully executed play by the San Diego Chargers. Excuse me, the Los Angeles Chargers. Then right back in this thing. Old habits die hard, partner.
Boy, I'll tell you what, you're not the first to call him that.
I'm an old AFC West guy.
It hasn't been easy. Young Y. Koo, but a penalty flag is down and a delay of the game
Kicking
call.
team. 5-yard penalty. We'll try the try from the 20-yard line.
So now they're going to mark off the 5 yards, delay of the game. Here's Koo, who missed a game winner and a game-tying field goal earlier this year. Chargers could have been 2-0, but woulda, coulda, shoulda doesn't work in the league, and so looking for their first win. But what an electrifying play that was from Rivers to Williams, 75 yards, a perfect catch in stride, and Tyrell Williams.
Correction, we got to put it at the 20-yard line.
Well, now they're not sure where they should spot the ball. There was a delay of game call. So all those long drives by the Eagles, and it took the Chargers only 10 seconds to get their first score. And here is the delayed extra point, and it's good by Young Wei Koo, and the Eagles lead is down to 6.
And here's the touchdown with Williams as he takes off, gets up the field. Now watch him right here, turn back into the receiver or the defensive back. That creates the separation, and then he just runs. Philip Rivers throws it out in the middle of the football field and lets him run to it. But the route leaning back into the defensive back created the separation, and Philip Rivers so excited. It's been so difficult lately. Look at him, he's fired up right now.
It's been a while, partner, since he has been able to be elated on the field, as you saw Williams beating Rasul Douglas, and then Mills following the way, and it's now 13-7 with 6:32 to go in the half. And so the Chargers kicking off for the first time today, with Koo kicking off to Barner. And they'll take it out at the 25. Well, while recent natural disasters have impacted millions of people in the United States and Mexico, We recognize the significant impact of Hurricane Maria across Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands. The entire NFL family is committed to continuing to support the relief efforts, and we invite fans across the country to join us in a huddle for relief for those who have been and continue to be affected by the catastrophic event. Visit redcross.org/NFL or text Maria to 90999 now to donate $10 to American Red Cross efforts for relief. And we thank you, and they need it. From the 25. LeGarrette Blount broke another tackle. Not easy to bring him down as he gets it out to the 32.
And here's Rivers on the sideline, just as cool as a cucumber. I mean, this is a guy, he's not going to push the panic button. He's not going to get worried about being down 13-0. He knows he still has the skill set, the requisite arm strength to get the ball down the field and lead his football team. And that kind of stoic confidence, that exudes, that permeates a sideline and makes everybody else kind of rise to his level.
Well, the players saw he was just himself after that bad game last week. He was just the way he always is. They fake the run and the pass, and it is incomplete off of Alshon Jeffrey, and good defense that time by Casey Hayward, who's played a pretty good first half in the secondary.
He's a good player, and he has drawn that assignment, that man-to-man assignment with Jeffries. Jeffries does a good job of actually playing a little defense there, breaking that ball up. This is where the San Diego Chargers need to be sure tacklers. They have got the LA Chargers, they have got to get off the football field in the 3rd down and 3 situation.
Smallwood is the running back on 3rd down and 3. Aguilar goes in motion. Complete to Smallwood out of the backfield, and a first down for the Eagles. Pushed out of bounds by Trevor Williams after a pickup of 12. The Eagles, by the way, have scored on all of their 3 possessions thus far, and they still have an opportunity to make it 4 in a row with a first down on their 44.
8 and 50. Easy. Let's go purple 64. Orange 50. Orange 50. Sunday.
Good catch there by Zach Ertz. And Zach Ertz on the slant, well-timed, and gets a first down for the Eagles into Charger territory, getting 19 more here.
Now watch both the linebackers. As you get this, you've got to freeze that. They're going to step up here, and Zach Ertz over the middle.
Second in the league for tight ends getting first down. And Smallwood stopped by McLean. 2nd down and 8 from the 35.
They're running the ball. They're very balanced. That play action sucks linebackers up, creates a 2nd-level throw. Great windows for your quarterback to deliver the football.
Ball on the 35 of the Chargers. And incomplete. Intended for Ertz, and wrestling the ball away for the Chargers was Hayward. I tell you, Wentz is getting good protection.
He's getting great protection. One of the greatest players in the National Football League. One of my favorite players right here, Jason Peters. You watch him one-on-one with a defensive back that comes off the corner. Look at this right here. Look at him move. I don't know where he went to school. I think he went to the University of Narnia, because you cannot be that big and that athletic and that smooth. Jason Peters. Oh, love it.
I got my master's at that school.
Did you?
Yeah. 3rd down and 8. From the 35, Wentz in trouble, and gets it away and throws it away.
Receiver number 86 was in the area.
Good pressure that time by Adrian Phillips, but Wentz with the wherewithal to escape enough to throw the ball away, and that will bring up 4th down.
The wherewithal under pressure to make a move, the escapability, but more importantly, I've got to get rid of this ball, because otherwise I'm going to get us out of field goal range. Excellent work by the quarterback, Carson Wentz.
So that sets up a field goal attempt for Jake Elliott from 53 yards out. He's 2 for 2 thus far, both 40 or longer. And here is the attempt by Elliott, and the kick is good. So the Eagles have now scored on their 4 possessions of this game and now lead it 16-7 over the Chargers.
This is Google Home. It now supports multiple users, which is really just a fancy way of saying this thing knows the difference between your voice and other people's voices. So if you say, hey Google, call mom.
Okay, calling mom.
It'll call your mom, not just anyone's mom. Because that would be weird. I mean, imagine if this thing was just calling random people's moms. I don't think people would really like that feature.
Let's welcome these guys to the program.
You make their day, we make it easy as a tap.
Pizza!
Use Visa Checkout to order Papa John's Pizza this NFL season.
Need help calling the right play on game day? Call me at the Gruden Hotline. Gruden Hotline.
Coach, I'm decorating for game day.
Decorating what, with like streamers?
And balloons.
Really?
Yeah, like I said, I'm decorating.
It's a game, not an office party. You got Coronas, you're good. Trust me.
Streamers and balloons.
All right, then.
Find your beach this game day. Call the Gruden Hotline, and you could win the opportunity to hang out and talk football with Coach Gruden.
Without drivers, there is no moon landing. No giant leap for mankind. No free tiny water bottles.
If you choose to ride with the right people, who do things for the right reasons, you'll always end up in the right place.
So, whether you're on a mission to the moon or to retrieve the hairdryer you left at your ex's place,
it matters how you get there.
Spicy, smoky, yes. KFC's Nashville Hot is the best. No, Honey Mustard Georgia Gold is the best. Nashville Hot. No. Oh, which one is it?
Don't ask me, I'm just a painting.
Try both delicious flavors at KFC.
Rodgers from the 42 of New York claims it. Rainbows into the end zone. It is We're back here and look at some of the crowd, and it looks like they're more Charger fans than Eagle fans, but we got the report from Shannon Spake and know that there's a lot of green out there as well, as Carson Wentz looks at the tablet, likes what he sees apparently, as the Chargers get set to get the ball back with 4:08 remaining. Oliver and Eckler. And they have yet to run it out from the end zone, taken for the touchback. And Phillip Rivers, who threw the 75-yard touchdown pass, will start from the 25.
Yeah, and tell me these guys aren't passionate. You know, anybody who thinks that football players play just for the money, he's not thinking about money right there. He's thinking about getting his team back into this football game and the things that he has to do as one of the supreme quarterbacks of this league.
You throw a touchdown pass like that, you react like that, and it's totally understandable. First down on the 25. Melvin Gordon has gained 20 yards and 6 carries. Play action. And that was not a good pass. That was low, intended for Tyrell Williams, incomplete. Second down and 10. Rivers now 5 for 11, Mark.
Now that you've been able to hit one deep, this is where you have to go back, Dick, and start balancing up your football team. You've got to be able to run the ball. You've got to be able to possess the ball. Give your defense a break, because the Philadelphia Eagles have really run roughshod through you so far.
They've only rushed for 15 yards. And they're going to try to get it from the air again, and down he goes at the 20, and that is going to be a sack for Bo Allen. Bo Allen looking good. 7th round pick out of Wisconsin in his 4th year.
Bo Allen's doing a great job, as is Jernigan right here. Just getting pressure, creating a new line of scrimmage right here. Extend the hands. Now shed and move. Phillip Rivers obviously not one of the fleetest of foot guys about getting out of the pocket. He's no Carson Wentz, but I love the collapse of the pocket, creating a new line of scrimmage, and just at least giving bodies for Phillip Rivers to be in the way.
Joe Barksdale, who was out against Kansas City with a foot injury, is shaken up. Michael Schofield, former Bronco, was the lineman who started for him at right tackle. And Schofield is coming in. And so we have a little time here for a game break. And let's check in again with Carissa Thompson.
Thanks, Dick. We head to Tampa Bay. Giants down 10 in the second. How about Eli Manning? No option, so you know what? I'll take it myself. 14 yards for the score. His first rushing touchdown since 2014. Bucs lead 13-10. Dick, Mark, and Shannon.
All right, Carissa, that's a game of two desperate teams. I don't mean Tampa Bay is really desperate, but, you know, they're supposed to do well. They won their opening game against the Bears and then stumbled. So this is a big game. It's a home game against a tough team.
Yeah, and this offense for the New York Giants simply has been anemic so far. It's a good thing. Get themselves back in this game. They've got to put points up. Take some pressure off their outstanding defense.
So Schofield is in for Barksdale at right tackle. It'll be 3rd down and 15. But you're right about the run. They have not been able to do much with it. Average just 2 yards a carry. They have Austin Eckler, rookie from Western State, Colorado, who they think he could be developed into something to really help the team. Here is Rivers, and he gets it to Eckler. And Eckler knocked out of bounds at the 31, will be short of the first down, and a punting situation for the Los Angeles Chargers as Rasul Douglas comes up to make the stop. Did get 12 yards out of it, but they needed 15. And so Drew Kaiser will come on to kick with 3:15 and running remaining in the first half. Kenyon Barner, I should say, is back deep. Barner going to return it from the 15. Barner, and he's tackled at the 23-yard line. Well, close to halftime, and right now, let's check in with Curt Menefee in Los Angeles, or I should say here in Los Angeles.
Coming up on the Visa halftime, the Broncos take on the Raiders, and it's a day of upsets as the Rams, Panthers, Bills, and Jets all pull off big wins. It's all next on the Visa halftime.
Nice. Yes, it was a curtsy. Well, you know, we had our game from London earlier today where they do a lot of that there with the Saints beating the Dolphins. But here in L.A., I don't think Kurt's that very far from where we are right now, actually. First down at the 28. LeGarrette Blount is the running back, and he gets the call up the middle. Blount. Terrific run by Blount, and once again, the Chargers can't get to him. And a healthy gain of 11 yards. They get a 12-yard gain to the 40.
This is a great inside run. The variety here, we're going to wham block this. So you're going to come cut the end man line of scrimmage, and there's another missed tackle. Blount keeping his feet going in the trenches right there. Very nice execution.
Here's Blount. Only a yard this time, and we're winding down to the 2-minute warning. Good play by Hayes Pullard after a gain of 1, and we will get to the 2-minute warning. By the way, the Eagles have all 3 of their timeouts remaining, as do the Chargers. 2 minutes remain in the first half. Philadelphia leading 16-7.
Welcome. How's it going?
Hi. Hi.
Okay, so you've got 2 friends here.
Yes.
This is the J.D. Power Award for dependability. Now, I want you to give it to the friend that you think is most dependable.
Wow. It's just not fair.
Does she have to?
She doesn't have to.
Oh my God.
No, but it's a tough choice, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, luckily, Chevy makes it a little easier, because it's the only brand to earn J.D. Power Dependability Awards for cars, trucks, and SUVs 2 years in a row.
That's amazing.
Chevy's a name you can trust.
Do I use a toothpaste that whitens my teeth or one that's good for my teeth? Now I don't have to choose.
From Crest 3D White comes new whitening therapy. It's our best whitening technology. Plus, it has a fortifying formula to protect your enamel. Crest, healthy, beautiful smiles for life.
Let's welcome these guys to the program. Let's play.
Whoa, let's go. What may very well be the biggest pickup game in the
football right here in New York City.
Pizza!
You make their day, we make it easy as a tap. Use Visa Checkout to order Papa John's Pizza this NFL season. Better ingredients, better pizza isn't just a slogan at Papa John's. It's a job. So you get a better pizza, like our Philly cheesesteak or new chicken Philly pizzas, made with hand-cut green peppers and onions for just $11.
I can taste it. I can taste it. Taste it. Uh-huh. Okay. I ain't with the back and forth, I ain't back and forth. Don't know what you asking for, just back and forth. Like, but this your man still back at home, he ain't that important. Like, you ain't really seen it like that before, not like that before. You like, when you put it like that, like that, like that, like that, you right. If you think you got it like that, when I act like that, alright.
That's one of the great pictures you're going to go see. This youngster who's a Carson Wentz fan, I know because he's number 11 under that little pink blanket.
I like the Yankees hat and the Giants jersey combination.
Yeah, it's a New York fan, I would think. 2nd down and 9 from the 41 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Wentz, and that pass is thrown low to Smallwood, incomplete. With 1:56 to go and all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Wentz has completed 10 of 19, 154 yards and a touchdown pass. Smallwood has been his leading receiver with 4 out of the backfield. And Blunt has gained 43 yards, averaging 6 yards a clip. They've used all of their running backs. 3rd down and 9. Flag is down, and this pass is broken up nicely by Hayward on the throw intended for Alshon Jeffrey, and that'll be 4th down pending the call by Carl Sheffers.
Offside, number 99 defense, who was lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down.
Well, it's going to give him another chance, the Eagles. Joey Bosa lining up in the neutral zone, 5-yard penalty, so the Eagles have another chance here. They have scored on all 4 of their possessions thus far in this first half. And now it'll be 3rd down and 4. Here's Wentz. Pulls it down. Looking for somebody. And he's not going to get there. And it was Jatavis Brown, who was hurt, then came back in the game. They retaped his ankle, making the stop. And that will bring up 4th down. Well, you know that Doug Peterson has had a history. He uses analytics to say when should I go for it on 4th down and when not. They go for it more than anyone in the league, and they will here on 4th and 1.
Looking for the QB sneak.
Yep, he's done that. And he's been successful with that. 4th down and 1 for the Eagles. And a timeout. So
first charge timeout, Philadelphia. A 30-second
I don't think
timeout.
they wanted to get them to go offside. I think that Wentz was a little upset that he couldn't get what he wanted and was forced to call the timeout here.
They were looking for a look. Do I have the right look to run the sneak or to run a play? We brought him in motion. We just ran out of time to try to get that to happen. But the smart money, they're going to go ahead and punt this thing away. They played too well on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, Wentz is a little upset. Wanted to get that first down. Don't forget the Visa halftime report coming up. That's the lineup. So Donnie Jones is in, punting for the first time today. 14-year veteran. And Benjamin on a return. And so with the 56 seconds to go, the Chargers have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Good coverage that time by the Eagles. And it was Dexter McDougal who ended up making the play. Well, they'll start from the 13. Three timeouts left. Looking to get, you know, at worst in field goal range if you're down by 6 at halftime. That's manageable. That depends on what happens on first down. Here's the slant pass, and it's caught by Tyrell Williams. And Williams picking up about 7 yards. Clock running. They still has, he said, 3 timeouts remaining. Dumps it off the middle, and a drop. Melvin Gordon couldn't hold on, and that stops the clock, but it brings up third down.
They've got to start pushing the ball down the field. They had the one big play down the football field to Williams. I understand getting off your own goal line because only about 30% of your playbook is open at that point, but it's late. You've got to push it down.
Well, right before Williams caught that touchdown pass, you talked about Hunter Henry, who they really went to in a big way in the practice we saw on Friday, and he's an outstanding tight end, and he's been ignored so far today. Third down and 4. And this one is going to be caught by Keenan Allen. And he is in the Eagle territory and tackled from behind. Big gain, and the Chargers are in field goal range. Nigel Bradham gets Allen from behind and a gain of 49 yards. And the clock stops. Timeout with 24 seconds remaining in the half. And that is the first timeout by the Chargers.
Keenan Allen on the outside. He's great job at getting released. Sells the inside slant route, then just gets back to the outside. And then look at this slippery right here. Anthony Lynn, head coach of the Chargers, told us he's the most competitive receiver they have, and they want to take some shots down the football field with Keenan Allen.
Leading receiver coming into the game and injured last year. So now the clock is a factor. 27 seconds to go. First down at the 32. Like to get in better field goal range. You don't want to get too greedy either, do you, Mark, at this point?
No, but you still have your 2 timeouts, so the middle of the football field is still open for Phillip Rivers.
And one of the Eagles jumped it. It's going to be an offsides penalty against
number
Brandon
55
Graham.
defense. 5-yard penalty remains. First down.
So 5-yard penalty. Graham jumped offsides. Second time for the Eagles that way. And it'll be 1st and 5 at the 27 with no time off the clock.
Like this combination down here. Hunter Henry down here. Keenan Allen. The bottom of the screen.
1st and 5. First down, and Keenan Allen with a first down inside the 20-yard line. And the Chargers will call a timeout with 22 seconds left in the half. And we will be back in 30 seconds after this message from Lowe's.
The moment you realize you have plenty of friends, just not plenty of space.
At Lowe's, we have everything you need to get your home ready to enjoy the game next week. All projects have a starting point. Start with Lowe's.
On first down, the pass into the end zone. And no flags down. Keenan Allen defended by Rasul Douglas. And now 16 seconds on the clock. Second down coming up from the 17. And still, the Chargers have 1 timeout remaining. And Younghoe Koo waiting in the wings for a possible entry to try to give the Chargers 3 points before intermission. Here's Rivers. And he goes out, completed pass to Tyrell Williams, and he will go out of bounds with 9 seconds to go. Jordan Hicks pushed him out of bounds, and they're short of a first down by a couple of yards. But 9 seconds on the clock.
Still have time to push one into the end zone, Dick, on this particular possession. Push it in the end zone. If it's not there, throw it out of the back and kick your field goal going into halftime.
7-yard gain here. So the ball is on the 10 of the Eagles. Chargers started from their 13, trying to get something before halftime. And here's Rivers going into the end zone, and it's incomplete. And it's Jalen Mills defending Keenan Allen. Rivers was looking for the push-off by Jalen Mills. No flag, however. And now it is 4th down. And Koo is going to have to come on now to kick the field goal. And Rivers is really upset.
Usually you're going to get that. You're going to get that call. Usually you're going to get that flag, but right there the official decided it wasn't enough, and maybe it was the point where it was an uncatchable ball.
So Young-Ho Koo, 2 for 5 for field goals. This will be a 28-yarder with 4 seconds remaining in the half. And Koo's kick and a whistle. A timeout was called before the kick by the Eagles.
A 30-second
so
timeout.
The Eagles
Second charge.
freezing Koo, and a timeout called, leaving Philadelphia with 1, and Koo will have to kick it again. He's from Georgia Southern and a rookie. Got behind the 8 ball with a couple of unfortunate misses early in the season. Once again, 28-yard attempt. First one would have been good, but timeout was called. And this kick is good, and the Chargers get the 3 points before intermission and trail the Eagles 16-10. And right now, let's take a look at some fun from week 3 with Sounds from the Field, brought to you by Walmart.com, now offering free 2-day shipping.
I'm a rock star. I'll give him my game check. He makes it.
And the kick is, it's good!
Chargers and Eagles. Right now, it's time for the Visa halftime report, and let's send it to our studios here in Los Angeles.
Welcome to the Visa halftime report. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
As we welcome you to the Visa halftime, let's get you all caught up on action here in week 4. The day started early in London, and it also started with anthem demonstrations, which continued all throughout the league. Most teams took a knee before the Star-Spangled Banner was sung, and then players stood up during the national anthem. Some had individual demonstrations, but most teams linked arm in arm, and even the commissioner was at the Chargers-Eagles game. He stood in the crowd with his hand over his heart. Meanwhile, the Buccaneers and Giants in action now.
Deacon Rondé Barber doing the game for Fox. Rondé, of course, played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for many years. Winston bootleg goes right. They forget about their great tight end out of Alabama, their first-round pick. His first reception and only reception in this game, a 58-yard touchdown, 16-10, Tampa Bay on top of the visiting New York Giants. Raiders and the Broncos, Trevor Siemian setting up, out. All he does is go down, goes out, goes up. They call it a wheel route, 22-yard touchdown. That is to A.J. Derby, 10-7, Denver on top of the Raiders. Saints earlier and playing the Miami Dolphins in London. There's the old fake sweep, underhand, ball handling, shuffle pass to the rookie out of Tennessee, Alvin Kamara. A 12-yard touchdown, 20-0 Saints go to 2-2 on the year. Rams, Cowboys, Todd Gurley breaking loose. Over 200 yards in combined offense on the day, 53 yards right here with this touchdown. 26-24 it is. The Rams on top of the Cowboys. And then 4th down. Cowboys trying to keep the drive alive, need a first down to then go on and score, but is shut. He's knocked down short. Wade Phillips, defensive coordinator for the Rams, celebrates 35-30. Rams beat the Cowboys. Panthers and the Patriots. Cam Newton straight up the middle with a 7-yard touchdown with 30-16. Carolina on top of New England. Then later on, with the score tied up, it is 4 seconds left. Actually, Graham Cano nails his 48-yarder. 33-30. Carolina in New England beats the New England Patriots. Lions swept the Vikings last year. Trying to do it again this year. Get a good start off. The rookie running back out of Florida State, Dalvin Cook, injured knee, did not return. 7-6 at this point. And then Amir Abdullah scores from 3 yards out. 2-point conversion was good. 14-7. Lions beat Minnesota. Bills at the Falcons. Julio Jones, a great wide receiver of the Falcons, leaving the game with an injured hip. Matt Ryan then is hit and is fumbled. Tre'Davious White then picks it up. Everybody thinks it's a forward pass. It was challenged, but it was ruled a fumble. 52-yard touchdown. Buffalo in Atlanta, 23-17 on top of the Atlanta Falcons. Steelers at the Ravens. Ben Roethlisberger looking. Big, strong Ben finding the cross. Actually, Juju Smith-Schuster held up, cut out, come back in, 11-yard touchdown, 26-9. Steelers beat the Ravens. Titans at Tennessee. Marcus Mariota with a full hamstring. Did not return in the second half. And Watson, the fine rookie quarterback out of Clemson, 4 touchdown passes. Deshaun Watson, that is, and 1 running. 57-14. Houston beats Tennessee. Bengals, Browns, Andy Dalton, 4 touchdown passing on the day. Giovanni Bernard takes this one 61 yards. Cincinnati impressive, 31-7 on top of Cleveland.
All right, the Jets get their second win of the season, taking care of the Jaguars in overtime. And in a game a lot of you are watching, the Cardinals and 49ers all even at 6. But let's get back to the Eagles and Chargers, Michael.
All about the defense, Kurt. And, you know, the defense has been in the Chargers' backfield all day. And here you go, a big play right here, big turnover. A guy, Howie, taught everything he knows. Chris Long with the chase. Now, he's faster than you, though, Howie. Strip, sack, fumble, recovered by the Eagles. And then the swarming defense, they're just in the backfield. Every play the Chargers try to hike the ball. Bo Allen here with the big play. And outside of one big play by the Chargers offense, they haven't really been able to do anything against this Eagles defense. And you have a young Eagles offense that's coming along. Carson Wentz is a fun guy to watch. Very fun to watch.
This Eagles team starting to believe that they can do something, a big win on the road if they can get it today. Carson Wentz and Alshon Jeffrey try to do everything they can to lead to that. And they get the piece of play in the first half.
Buy one Papa John's pizza and get your next pizza free when you pay with Visa Checkout. Terms and exclusions apply.
Why doesn't Ohio State put a logo on their helmets? Because they'd rather cover it with your misery. Block by block. Hit by hit. Score by score. Football is art, and it would get in the way of their masterpiece.
Check engine light on? Get it checked for free at AMCO.
Now is a great time to buy a Honda Civic. With power, a 40-mile-per-gallon highway rating, and incredible passenger volume. Discover all the reasons to buy the best-selling compact car in America. The Honda Civic. Test drive it at your local Honda dealer today. Visit your Delaware Valley Honda dealer and test drive a Honda today.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Gus, you're not scared, are you?
I don't like thunder. This is getting creepy.
Did you say creepy?
Fantastic Fortune. The new scratch-off from the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Yeah, with top prizes of 50 grand.
That's a monster of a prize. Keep on scratching.
Every day, technology becomes much more personalized. Like this. And this.
Welcome home, Gary. How was your day?
And like this. Introducing Specify, our digital investing platform that's built around you. Just answer a few questions, and Specify will provide a tailored investment portfolio. It continually manages it, so if the market changes, it adjusts accordingly. Ask us how Specify can help you reach your potential.
Should you ever veer out of your lane,
The award-winning Kia Forte has available Lane Keep Assist to help automatically guide you back. The Nissan Sentra does not. The Kia Forte named highest ranked compact car in initial quality by J.D. Power. Right now, lease the 2017 Forte LX for $119 a month.
Next Sunday, America's Game of the Week features two of the NFL's best. Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers take on the Dallas Cowboys and their stars. It's another chapter of this great rivalry, and it comes next Sunday only, right here on Fox.
Tonight on Fox, guess who Adam Scott and Craig Robinson are coming after?
Kettle corn.
The new comedy Ghosted is after The Simpsons.
Oh my God.
Part of the funniest night on television, Fox Sunday. It all starts tonight on Fox.
You hurry up and fix my man, or we gonna have a problem.
They're gonna turn me into a monster.
Empire at its new time, Wednesday at 8 on Fox.
Hyundai has an all-wheel drive SUV for every stage of your life. Urban adventure? That's Tucson. Taking that next step? Check out the Santa Fe Sport. Full-time chauffeuring? Your 7-passenger Santa Fe awaits. And with America's best warranty, whichever stage you're in.
You just saved me from getting a minivan.
Give him some love. Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. And this is the reason to buy now. Lease an all-wheel drive Tucson for just $129 a month for 24 months, or get up to $4,000 in total savings. Hurry in. Offers end October 2nd.
When do we fight? The Gifted, tomorrow on Fox.
10:26 to go in the fourth. Second down and 10 at the New England 22. Touchdown. So the Jets win the
The two touchdowns in the game. Carson Wentz to Alshon Jeffrey for the Eagles. And then Phillip Rivers with a 75-yard bomb to Tyrell Williams. 16-10 Eagles. Second half coming right up.
The only thing that matters is October.
Wake up with us. Good Day Philadelphia starts at 4 a.m. on Fox 29.
Do I want French vanilla or hazelnut? You're still thinking about this? Ooh, Colombian. They're $1. Get all 3.
For a limited time, any size Wawa coffee, any way you like it, is just $1. Come in and get yours today.
Ah, dinner. Throughout history, the one meal when we come together, break bread, share our day, and connect as a family. And connect as a family.
Just 1 second, voice guy.
What?
Hey, I paused it.
Bam. Family time.
So how is everyone?
Find your awesome with Xfinity X-Fi and change the way you Wi-Fi.
The hit show Small Business Revolution Main Street is back for season 2.
This is one of our newer retail shops.
Amanda Brinkman and her experts at Deluxe have landed in Bristol Borough, Pennsylvania. And they brought along entrepreneur Robert Hershevek and a whole cast of experts to help the town's small businesses thrive.
Any kind of change that's worth it, scary.
Every episode, we'll be working with a new small business.
You really build us up.
And together, we can start a revolution. Now streaming on Hulu and smallbusinessrevolution.org.
Hey, I thought you were choosing the flute.
Everyone was doing flute.
Buick now has an SUV for that.
Where's your brother?
Hey, Mom, it's a 2x.
Buick Enclave, one of 3 luxury SUVs from the new Buick.
Current lessees, switch to Buick and get this low-mileage lease on this 2017 Buick Enclave for around $249 per month.
Ready for something sweet? Try an all-new specialty pastry at Wawa, like a fresh and flaky apple or chocolate croissant, or one of our rich and gooey cinnamon buns, made hot and fresh in store every day. Come by and pick one up at our bakery case for just $2.29. Gotta have a Wawa.
It's the Super Bowl champions in a primetime showdown. Let's go! It's Patriots, it's Bucks, When it's on, it's on. He is the real deal. Tom Brady and the Pats playmakers are on the attack.
And it's caught for a touchdown.
But Jameis Winston has Tampa fired up and ready to shine.
In the atmosphere.
Patriots, Bucks, Thursday night football. When it's on, it's on. Thursday on NFL Network, CBS, and streaming on Amazon Prime Video.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Here are today's first half moments brought to you by Game. Seriously, good scent. All right, it's 16-10 at halftime. And the Chargers coming back late. It looked like the Eagles had totally dominated this first half. So, Mark Schlereth, how do you see this game right now?
Well, you look at the San Diego Chargers, I mean, they've shot themselves in the foot. They have had penalties, offsides, holding. They have made mistakes. They've turned it over, and yet they're only 6 points down. So if you're Anthony Lynn, the head coach of the San Diego Chargers, you say, hey, boys, everything's in front of us right now.
No question about it. And they really, you know, with the turnovers and the penalties, you're right. And so the Eagles have to be a little nervous right now because they're one score away, touchdown away from taking the lead. And we are underway in the second half. And it's down there in the end zone, and the Eagles will take over on the 25-yard line. So taking over the stats. Time of possession, 9-minute advantage for the Eagles. But you can look at all of those numbers right now. Look at the rushing yards. Look at the edge they have now. Now the 75-yard pass touchdown gave San Diego the edge there. But 15 first downs to 7 and no turnover, taking advantage of it. And yet, you're right, 6 points behind. Not bad.
6 points behind. It's right in front of you if you're the Los Angeles Chargers, and they need something out of their front four right now. They've been dominated to this point.
First down on the 25. They start with Wendell Smallwood at running back, and he tries to go outside. And a sharp tackle made with Trevor Williams, and we check in with Shannon Spake.
Yeah, Dick, so Anthony Lynn told me to change a tempo in that last minute to push the ball downfield. He really feels helped his offense, so maybe stick into some of that in the second half, but definitely he said we have to get more pressure on Carson Wentz, particularly on those third down situations. Now, as far as Doug Peterson, he expected that tempo. He expects more of it in the second. 93 yards on the ground. He is very happy with that and says we just need to improve.
All right, thank you, Shannon. You're right. Wentz has been protected beautifully. They need a better pass rush. They come up the middle with the blitz, and this pass is incomplete as Jeffrey, the intended receiver, covered by Casey Hayward. And that will bring up third down.
The Los Angeles Chargers using the cross dog blitz on the inside between their middle linebackers. They're trying to put some pressure on Wentz right now, get the ball out of his hands, rally up, make tackles. This is more of an aggressive approach with the Chargers.
Philadelphia 4 for 8 on third downs. That's what they've done all year. Just about at that percentage. Right near the top of the league. Third down and 8. They give it to Smallwood, and Smallwood is going to be stopped short of the first down by Nigel Harris. Harris, who came in for Jatavis Brown earlier in the game. Brown then returned, and a good stop by the Chargers. 3 and out for the Eagles on their first possession.
And another pressure by the Chargers, another blitz look by the Chargers. They're going to come aggressive here in this second half. They're setting a tone early.
Donnie Jones kicking, and Travis Benjamin surveys the field and loses the ball and then covers up. So near disaster for the Chargers. Let's see what Phillip Rivers has in store when he comes out to lead the Chargers for their first third quarter possession.
every story is the reason for transparency.
One way or another, I'm gonna find ya. I'm gonna get you one day. Maybe next week, I'm gonna meet ya. I'll meet ya.
They're looking at the McPick 2. 2 for $5 deals all across the board. Here it comes. A Big Mac and 10-piece McNuggets. They got them. Get your fan favorites on the McPick 2 menu. Choose any 2 for just $5. They did it. Unbelievable.
Larry, you got to get those burgers off the grill.
Doug Flutie? Who threw the Hail Larry?
You mean a Hail Mary?
Tomato, potato, man.
Those are 2 different words.
Let's go, Dr. Pepper. Hip. Let's go.
Today, for my world to live, Earth must die.
We're not keeping up on Prime.
Transformers. Own it on Blu-ray today.
Des, things are heating up between you and Josh Norman again. What do you have to say about that?
I'm gonna take the high road here. No comment.
But you just posted this drawing of Josh Norman riding a buck-tooth snail. Are you saying he's slow?
I would never say that.
Des, what about this drawing you just posted of Josh as a little tiny blanket? Are you saying he can't cover you?
Your words, not mine.
Really? Because it's literally signed by Des Bryant.
Tomorrow, the wait is over. The Gifted, tomorrow on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency.
Welcome back to StubHub Center here in Carson, California, on the campus of California State University of Dominguez Hills. Opened in 2003, first down, and Melvin Gordon picks up 2 yards on first down. Gordon cannot get on track yet in this game, and he's a Pro Bowler.
The cutback, his legs are just not underneath him right now. He doesn't have the strength. He doesn't have the juice, the flash when he cuts back and runs with the football. Case in point right there, falling down in the hole.
2nd and 9. Pass is caught, and it'll be a first down. Hunter Henry, who all of his receptions until this one, 7 catches in week 2 against Miami, and where he has been hiding.
Anthony Lynn, head coach, told us he's the most complete player they have on the offensive side of the ball. I'm surprised that it took this long to go to Hunter Henry. He's a guy that has to be targeted during this second half. He's a pivotal part of this offense.
Got 12 yards on that play. First down on the 25. And they go to Gordon again, and Gordon is upended. And Gordon is stopped by Patrick Robinson, the cornerback, and he'll lose 4 yards on the play. The running game just is not there for the Los Angeles Chargers, making them one-dimensional and playing into the hands of the Eagles. But it's only a 6-point game at this point, with 2nd down and 14 coming up.
And I understand you want to stay true to it. You want it to help you open up the play action, but at some point you just go away from it if you can't get big yardage, empty backfield right here for Phillip Rivers.
This will be a pass, but you got to show the run, even if you're not gaining much. Here comes the pass, and it is wrestled for and incomplete. Mills battling with Keenan Allen for it. Boy, Mills really was targeted a lot last week by Eli Manning.
And Anthony Lynn told us this is the one guy right here. This guy, he is their toughest receiver. He's a guy that'll battle for the 50-50 balls, and they want to get it down the field to him and just let him go up and fight for that possession of the football versus the defensive backs.
So it's 3rd down and 14, Mark, and they don't have to get it all in one swoop. If they punt, they go on defense. So let's see what they have in mind here. Look at the defense of the Eagles playing back, giving him the underneath. And here is Rivers, and he throws underneath, and it's caught by Tyrell Williams, and Williams is running and gets the first down. So they went underneath, and Williams, with his speed, gets a first down to the 41-yard line, a pickup of 20 on 3rd down.
Wonderful job by Williams right here, helping him pass protection on his offensive tackle. And then after he does this, you see it right here. Now get up the football field and give your quarterback a target. Break a tackle, go find a way to move it up the football field and get a first down.
4 catches for 108 yards, including a 75-yard touchdown grab and run. Now the ball at the 41 for Philip Rivers and company. And he goes to Melvin Gordon. And Gordon, with his best run of the day, gets to the 45. Good block by the tight end, Hunter Henry. Picks up 4 officially.
And these are the ways that you protect when your quarterback's having a tough day from the standpoint of pass rush and pressure. You've got to find different ways to help your offensive line. Williams does a great job on that big play on 3rd down to get the chip and then get 14 yards after he catches the ball. Those are the things you want from your team. That's unselfish football.
Rivers 12 of 22 for 249 and a touchdown. Here's play action, and he's got time, and the pass is caught. It'll be another first down to Dontrell Inman. First catch of the day by Inman. And this is the first time I would say that the Chargers really are in rhythm offensively, Mark.
They're in a little bit of a rhythm. They're not going up tempo yet. They're still huddling, but they've done a good job of getting the ball out of Philip Rivers' hands on time, making sure he's protected so he can hit those crossing routes, so he can find his receivers, put the ball on them, and give them an opportunity for yards after catch. That's the most important thing.
Chargers on the Eagles 48. Sean McGrath, the tight end, goes in motion, play fake, and Rivers looking for a receiver and has to throw it away. That was good coverage by Philadelphia.
Wonderful coverage by Philadelphia. Philip Rivers is awesome. He's just outside the pocket. He's like, there is no threat of me trying to get any yardage here. I'm just going to chuck this one away. I trust my skill set. I trust my ability to move my football team. I'm not going to take any chances, and I'm certainly not going to run it across the line of scrimmage and try to get yardage.
Now 2nd and 10. And they hand off to Gordon. And Gordon can't get away, and this time it's Rasul Douglas coming up from the secondary, limiting Gordon to 1 yard. So this is the story today. It's not only sacks, but it's hurries, forcing the quarterback to get rid of it before he wants to.
It's hurries, it's hits, it's sacks, it's knockdowns, it's all of those. The collective nature of pressure. And those are the things that create turnovers. Those are the things that create bad decisions and off-time throws.
3rd down and 9. Not nearly in field goal range at this point are the Chargers. Flag goes down, and this is a free play for Philip Rivers downfield. And the ball is out of bounds. But it appears that the Eagles will be penalized.
Offside. Number 56, defense, 5-yard penalty, and it remains 3rd down.
Chris Long, so they get 5 yards and have another shot at it.
That's exactly what you should do as a veteran quarterback. You had 2 crossing routes underneath, wide open, and you said, forget that. I know Chris Long has jumped off sides. There he is. We got him in the neutral zone here at the bottom of the screen, and I'm going to chuck one deep. Timmy Jernigan gets a good hit, but he could have taken the crossing route and gotten a 5-yard throw. No, I'm going to try to go for the big chunk yardage play.
3rd and 4 on the 42. Well, this isn't field goal range. It would be for the Eagles. Jake Elliott, and now pointing, and let's see if the Eagles jumped off sides again. Boy, the Chargers are emphatic that the penalty should be against Philadelphia. Well, there's one to center.
False start. Number 73, offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
That's the center, Spencer Pulley. So all the gyrations go for naught. Penalty is against Los Angeles.
You saw the little flinch right there. Down here at the bottom of the screen by your center. Watch him here. He's going to get the little flinch. As soon as that happens, everybody pointing fingers. It's hard sometimes to hold that through the cadence when Phillip Rivers is barking out signals.
Penalty story virtually even. It'll be 3rd down and 9. Ball back to the 47 of the Eagles. And here is Rivers in the pocket, and he gets it off to Brandon Oliver, and the stop is made. Boy, judging by the crowd reaction, we know we got a report from Shannon Spake earlier that there were a lot of Eagle fans, but they're cheering, and they're the ones really yelling after they made that play.
Offensive line about ready to head to the sidelines. Rivers says, no, we're not leaving, folks. I'm running the show here. This is my thing. This is my deal on 4th down.
Michael Kendricks made that last play, so now it'll be 4th and 7 at the 45. Rivers asked for this, and now he is really frustrated.
Phillip Rivers can't get the play in. Look at him. He's just disgusted right now. Throwing his mouthpiece around.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Ken Whisenhunt, former head coach, longtime coach in the league, so a 5-yard penalty for delay of the game. And now the Chargers will definitely kick with Drew Kaiser kicking to Kenyon Barner. Here's Barner at the 10. And Barner's not going to get away. He is hit hard. And there is still a frustrated Phillip Rivers. Timeout.
Every time 4 o'clock is close enough to 5, a Corona gets its lime. Every time vacation mode doesn't need to wait for a vacation day, a Corona gets its lime. Every time the band goes on, and every time you take it all in. Or every time you say, wow, a Corona gets its lime. And every time you take those off, and you decide it's time to turn off, a Corona gets its lime.
Built a system of satellites to control the weather. Built a system to save mankind. What the hell happened here?
Geostorm, rated PG-13. Experience it in IMAX 3D.
Here's to believing the end of the road is where the real fun begins, and that adventure is never out of reach. When you believe, you can go anywhere. Hurry in, because the Jeep Celebration event only happens once a year. Now, during the Jeep Celebration event, get $3,000 total cash allowance on the 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Let's welcome these guys to the program.
You make their day, we make it easy as a tap.
Pizza!
Use Visa Checkout to order Papa John's Pizza this NFL season.
It all comes down to this. The Energizer Bunny gets the snap. He's still going! Nothing outlasts Energizer Ultimate Lithium.
I'm Val, the Orange Money Retirement Squirrel from Voya. I represent the money you save for the future.
Who's he?
He's the green money you can spend now. What's up?
Gonna pay some bills, maybe buy a new tennis racket.
He's got a killer backhand.
When it's time to get organized for retirement, it's time to get Voya.
Well, Phillip Rivers has cooled off a little bit. He was really hot coming off the field and waiting for his next turn. Meanwhile, the Eagles will start from the 11-yard line, coming off their first 3 and out of the game on their first possession of the second half. Wendell Smallwood, who's in the backfield, and the pass will go to Zach Ertz, who drops it incomplete.
Phillip Rivers, you see him talking to offensive coordinator Ken Whisenhunt. just angry. Ken Wisenhunt, lack of communication, not getting the call in time, and then he's still hot during the timeout, yelling at the offensive coaches. Nothing more frustrating when you want to get the ball snapped, you feel like you can go up tempo, and you don't get the play call in.
Quarterbacks hate when it takes forever to get that call over.
They want some time to survey the line of scrimmage before they snap it. That's why you need to get it in early.
Second down and 10. Fake handoff to Clement. Pass up on top, and it's going to be caught by Zach Ertz. That's a great throw by Carson Wentz to midfield, just short of it. Jatavis Brown makes the tackle, but a 38-yard play gets the Eagles out of danger. And a big situation here.
These two are so on the same page. They just have telepathy about them, their ability to look at one another, change routes, and be on the same page. And that's a perfect placement. He loves Jason Witten, his favorite player growing up there. They're still in the league together, for crying out loud. But he loves Jason Witten. Look Jason Witten-esque as he ran down the seam.
Ertz, born in Orange County, spent his first 7 years there, then moved to Danville in Northern California, attended Stanford. And here is the pass. Good hard pass caught by Aguilar, and he'll wind up a yard or so shy of the first down. And into Los Angeles territory are the Eagles.
The Chargers coming with the blitz again. They have brought pressure on every play, run and pass so far. That pressure off the corner, and I love your young quarterback. You see the pressure off the corner, what do? Throw into the blitz, because there's no coverage where that guy is coming from. So excellent understanding of where to throw the ball when pressure comes from the outside edge.
Chess game, chess game. It'll be second down and 2 from the 43 with a tight formation here. Play action for Wentz, gets the rush, escape from the rush, and he's going to the goal line, and this pass is incomplete. Marcus Johnson, the intended receiver, and Casey Hayward, who has had a terrific game at cornerback for the Chargers. He's been everywhere. We've mentioned his name countless times, and he's had great coverage.
The Chargers are asking Casey Hayward and the rest of the guys, you're in man coverage, because look, on the double move, he doesn't bite. We're bringing pressure every down. Perfect textbook coverage by Casey Hayward.
So now it's third down and 2 at the 43 of the Chargers, who are looking for a stop here in the 6-point game to try to get it back. And the running play to Clement, and he's going to be short of the first down. And good penetration by Hayes Pullard, who was signed after playing with Jacksonville. Well, it's 4th down and 1, and you know what Doug Peterson does here. This is a no-brainer for him. Clement stays in the game on 4th and 1. Quarterback sneak. And he has it, I believe. Not hard to keep a 6'5" guy on one side of the chains, but he's got it.
He's 6'5" and every bit of 240. And one of the things about the quarterback sneak play, you have to hesitate as a quarterback. Let us up front come off the ball, take a little half step back, and then plunge through the line of scrimmage. Carson Wentz, it's an art form the way he operates the quarterback sneak. Just hesitating ever so slightly before putting his nose over the line of scrimmage and just continuing to drive his legs.
So a first down at the 41 for the Eagles. Trying to extend a 6-point lead here, winding down to 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. And here's Wentz, and try to get it to Smallwood, but good pressure by Joey Bosa. How are the Eagles done in keeping Melvin Ingram and Joey Bosa, the big 1-2 punch pass rushers, away? Pretty good, huh?
They have done a great job, and I think that's the first time we've mentioned Joey Bosa's name. Both of these offensive tackles, Johnson, Peters, elite players on the edge. And this is a great front four that the Chargers have. And we haven't really mentioned any of the names of those elite players like Ingram, like Bosa, like Legit.
Best tandem of sackers. And there's a good tackle there as Blunt is stopped by Corey Legit. 2-yard gain there. Earlier in the game, Blunt would bounce off the defender and get A lot of more yards, not this time, so that'll be 3rd down and 8 on the 39 of LA.
Pressure coming up off top. Wentz changes the protection.
Wentz short drop, drills it, caught. First down, Alshon Jeffrey. We'll send it down to Shannon Spake.
Dick, Alshon Jeffrey, one of the receivers who went to North Dakota with Carson Wentz this past offseason in July. They went to North Dakota State. They got some really good workouts in, but then they did some team bonding. They went water skiing, spent some time on the lake. And, you know, these guys, I talked to Jeffries before the game, and he said that it all starts with that quarterback position. He is the leader of the team, and he handles that oh so well. He said, listen, we're going to play football. We're going to get our plays in. But what happens off the field is even more important.
Really is, and thank you, Shannon. And Mark knows it full well. He could speak to it because of the teamwork in the comfort zone. Here is Wendell Smallwood, and Smallwood is tackled from behind, and a flag is down. Jeffrey, by the way, with a big 19-yard catch, setting up that winning field goal last week by Jake Elliott, and they hope he gives
Holding.
this
Number 65, offense, 10-yard penalty, remains
team
first
a
down.
big boost in the wide receiver department. Lane Johnson is holding on the call. And that will set the Eagles back to the Charger 36.
Bosa on the edge versus Lane Johnson just kind of collapsed. I think he drew a flag right there.
Trying to get off the field is Bosa, and he does. First down and 20. Wentz again has a world of time, and he completes it to Zach Ertz. And Ertz knocked out of bounds by Trevor Williams, picking up 7.
Here he is right here a couple plays ago. Joey Bosa comes out. Look at Joey Bosa extends the hands.
Number 72 reports as eligible.
He just falls down, gets the holding call. I used to tell officials when I was playing, older player, said, listen, if you don't allow me to hold, I'll keep my hands inside, but if you don't allow me to hold, you're going to take food off my table. I'm going to hold them every play.
Okay, Mark. I'm sure that's what they said. Extra offensive lineman in for the Eagles on 2nd and 13 from the 29. Here's Smallwood trying to go outside and will lose yardage on the play. Good pursuit that time by Chris McCain of the Chargers. Third down and 16. Philadelphia Eagles taking the early lead. Led 10-0, 13-0 before a touchdown, and then a field goal. And within range are the Chargers, but they've got to have a stop here on 3rd down and 16. And LeGarrette Blount is going to be ganged up on at the 29, and that's going to bring in the field goal kicker Jake Elliott, who today is 3 for 3.
Love that type of run right there. Just nasty in the briar patch. Thunder punching people in there. Mouthful of Rydell, all those things. And it wears defenses out. Anytime you have to gang tackle and you got bodies in there in that mosh pit, it wears you out. It slows down pass rushers. I think it's a good decision to set up this field goal.
47-yard try by Elliott. He's clicked last time from 53 yards. And here is Jake Elliott's field goal attempt. It's good. He's 4 for 4 today. And all of them from 40 or more yards. Longest being 53. This from 47. And now the Eagles make it a two-score game, making it 19-10.
May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others. Let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars.
Long live tradition.
And long live the trucks capable of carrying them all. Ram, proven to last.
Now with 1,000 Power Days bonus cash, get an average $11,971 in total values on Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a red-hot mascot.
Hey, you're on fire! You bet I am. Dude, you're on fire. Oh, yeah. No, you're on fire. Look behind you. I'm cool.
That's one way to fire up the crowd. But we covered it. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
This is Google Home. It now supports multiple users, which is really just a fancy way of saying this thing knows the difference between your voice and other people's voices. So if you say, hey Google, call mom. Okay, calling mom. It'll call your mom, not just anyone's mom. Because that would be weird. I mean, imagine if this thing was just calling random people's moms. I don't think people would really like that feature.
It's the new Crispy Buffalo Chicken Melt. Crispy as in juicy on the inside, crispy on the outside chicken filet. Buffalo as in that delicious sauce with the right kick. And melt as in melted cheese topping it all. It's the new Crispy Buffalo Chicken Melt, only at Burger King.
Only one light beer has more taste, less calories, and half the carbs. This one. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Today's game is sponsored by the original light beer, Miller Lite. Hold true. By Burger King, the Buffalo Chicken Melt with crispy chicken and tangy buffalo sauce, only at Burger King. And by Ram Trucks. Guts, glory, Ram.
55 seconds remain in the third quarter, and the Eagles on the leg of that man, Jake Elliott, 4 for 4 today in field goals, lead by 9. Oliver and Eckler are back, and once again the Chargers will take it out at the 25. Well, check out Adam Scott and Craig Robinson in the new Fox comedy Ghosted. They're partners investigating the paranormal in the show critics are calling comedy gold. Ghosted premieres after The Simpsons tonight on Fox.
You know the song there, Dick?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Herbie Hancock.
Oh,
yeah.
Look at you. Nothing. He can't slip a recent reference by you.
I might have called a friend.
Recent. 80s.
Might have called a friend. 1st and 10 at the 25. Brandon Oliver in the backfield with Phillip Rivers. And Rivers pass and overthrows Antonio Gates. Gates, one of the best ever. Good pressure that time by Brandon Graham. Gates passed Tony Gonzalez with the most touchdowns by a tight end against Miami.
And Phillip Rivers just taking shots right here, and that's where we are at this point. Got to stand up there. Look at him. I love the way he keeps his eyes downfield, seeing if he can get a completion, even though he's going to the ground.
Well, the Eagles know that he's going to go in the air, and he's an easy target at times. There's a screen pass. And Charger fans calling for a hold as Oliver was defended by Brandon Graham, and Graham might have gotten an arm on him to hold him up, and a flag now goes down late.
Holding. Number 55, defense.
That's what it was.
5-yard penalty. Automatic.
And an automatic first down.
First down.
Time for a game break. Let's check in with Kurt Menefee. Kurt.
Giants rookie Wayne Gallman celebrates his 23rd birthday with his first NFL action, his first NFL catch, his first NFL touchdown. Gives the Giants their first lead of the day at Tampa, 17-16. Dick.
Thank you, Kurt. Nip and tuck game down in Tampa. Meanwhile, here, it'll be a first down after the penalty on the 30 for the Chargers. Rivers up the middle, completes the pass, and Tyrell Williams, and it's picked up, and play was blown dead. Play was blown dead.
By contact.
And it just goes to show you the explosion we had in the crowd here when they thought that ball was turned over. It wasn't Boone's or groans. It was about the Philadelphia Eagle fans getting excited about the potential of a turnover.
Is this a road game for the Chargers? Second down and 3. Rivers pass incomplete. And another flag comes down, and Rasul Douglas interfering with Keenan Allen. The boos should be cheers in a Charger home game.
Want you to watch his left hand on the coverage. Here it is. He's following. He's driving on the slant. Now watch. Twist the body a little bit.
Number 32. Defense. Automatic.
He also had his left hand around his waist, didn't he?
Douglas upset. And I don't blame you. The little hand fighting every now and again is okay, but they want to call it so tight.
It's a 10-yard penalty. So now 3 seconds remain in the quarter, third quarter, 1st and 10. Chargers on their own 47. And the handoff to Oliver. Oliver with a nifty run. Picks up about 6 yards, and that will be the last play of the quarter. And that is the end of the third quarter here in Los Angeles with the score. Eagles 19, Chargers 10. NFL on Fox continues after these messages and a word from your local Fox station.
What is this?
It's the new iPhone. It's for our anniversary.
Our anniversary?
It's 34 days since we first met.
I didn't get you anything.
Oh, it's fine, because I got myself one, too.
Oh.
From you, for me, happy anniversary. I love it. That is very thoughtful of you. Thank you.
Get the amazing new iPhone 8. And with all AT&T Unlimited plans, get HBO for life. Less than $40 per line for 4 lines. Only from AT&T.
Adam Scott and Craig Robinson are partners in the paranormal.
I don't really know how to do any of this stuff.
Ghosted premieres tonight on Fox.
Ponley Hockey Stern Giordano, the workers' compensation law firm.
With pre-collision system, lane departure alert, and more, Toyota Safety Sense is an advanced suite of active safety technology, now standard at no extra cost on 15 Toyota models. Tested, trusted, Toyota. Right now, lease a new 2017 Highlander for $329 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
With Simply Right Checking from Santander Bank, just make one deposit, withdrawal, transfer, or payment each month to waive the monthly fee. And there's no minimum balance. You're all right with Simply Right Checking from Santander Bank.
Breaking down the walls in my own mind, keeping my faith for the bad times. Get up, stand like a champion. Take it to the world, gonna sing it like an anthem.
Lease a BMW 320i xDrive sedan for as low as $299 a month.
We're in the fourth quarter now, and it'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Chargers on the Eagle 47. 19-10, Eagles lead. Phillip Rivers looking for a receiver downfield. Will have to throw it away again. Chargers may have been lucky getting away with a hold on the pressure. Well, as we start the fourth quarter here, each team has scored a touchdown, but Jake Elliott has kicked 4 for 4 in the field goal department. Younghoe Koo has kicked one. It's a difference of 9 points, and that's what we've got on the scoreboard right now. And the Chargers are hanging in town right now.
They are, and the Chargers have just got to offensively stop making the constant mistakes. Phillip Rivers made a couple big plays in the passing game. They've got to push the ball down the field right now because the Philadelphia Eagles are in man coverage across the board.
3rd down and 4, and the pass thrown underneath. It'll be a first down to Keenan Allen. And Allen inside the 40 of the Eagles with another first down. Allen has been a factor today. That's his 4th catch of the game. Williams with 5 leads and a gain of 8 yards.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with throwing it underneath right there. Allen is a guy that has done a great job on the crossing routes, getting extra yardage, yard after catch. You've got to get it into your playmaker's hands, and he's been one of the most consistent guys today.
Quick pass and a catch. Antonio Gates for a minimal gain. Well, it's 5 yards. That's not that minimal on first down. And Phillip Rivers has had to do it through the air. Hasn't had the benefit of the running attack. Melvin Gordon has 22 yards. And Brandon Oliver has 1, and that's been the running game so far. 2nd down and 6. Austin Eckler breaks the tackle, gets a first down, still going. Austin Eckler at the 10-5. He'll score. Touchdown Chargers.
Eckler with just an unreal cutback play. Wide play out to the right side, cuts it back inside, explodes through the gap.
First NFL touchdown, Younghoe Koo. And the extra point is good, and now it is a 19-17 game. Did I say they weren't running the ball? Well, up until that point. 35-yard touchdown run.
Sir Jeremy, you are a true friend of the crown. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Here's to the friends you can always count on.
No. You can scroll menus for days, or just get what you want. All your favorites you crave, one box, $5, no hard choices. The $5 cravings deal, only at Taco Bell.
You know when you put your hand out of the window of a moving car? I can push the air together, guide it.
It's cool. We're all freaks here.
We're getting picked off one by one. The X-Men, we don't even know if they exist anymore. Go, go! And when do we fight?
Now. The Gifted series premiere tomorrow on Fox. The only thing that matters is October.
Today's game is sponsored by the 2017 Lincoln MKX.
There's the scoring drive, and Austin Eckler, undrafted rookie from Western State University in Colorado, with a 35-yard run. And now the Eagle lead is down to 2. It's the closest the Chargers have come. Fell behind originally 7-0. Barner and Clement are back, and the Eagles will settle for the touchback and take it out at the 25.
It's an outside run design, so you're going to get both guards pulling, which is going to make the defense fast flow. But what I want you to see is the backside right here. Watch it. Freeze it right here. See this? Look at the space. Ekeler comes back underneath this. You have it closed down, that space. Excellent cutback by Ekeler, and here he comes into the end zone, and guess what? As a rookie, everybody excited for you. Look at the love, man. Look at the love.
I love the juke he put on Malcolm Jenkins when he got through. So now 19-17, the score. Still early in the fourth quarter, Carson Wentz. Clement going outside and tackled him, and Bosa making the tackle on Clement.
So how do you respond if you're the Eagles right now? I love that. Let's start. Hey, no needs to panic. We don't have to throw the football down the field. Let's start churning a drive together. Let's make sure that offense has got a little bit of just a little bit of momentum on the other side of the ball. Let's keep them on the sideline. Let's let them cool off a little bit. Let's possess this right now, guys, and slow this thing down.
Chargers defense not good against the run. Fourth straight game or 100 more yards rushing, and this is why, as LeGarrette Blount, they can't bring him down, and LeGarrette Blount is going to outrace King, and finally he needs some help inside the 5-yard line, and it's Hayes Pullard. LeGarrette Blount and Desmond King going at it with Blount. Bluntly ends up running 68 yards to put the Eagles in a first-and-goal situation.
Well, we talked about it coming in here. We talked about the broken tackles. We talked about the fact that the San Diego Chargers just weren't good. And then look at this. Come get a taste right now as he's throwing people around. Blount going beast mode on people.
175 yards rushing for the Eagles, and they give it to Blount again, who picks up a couple of yards. So,
and here it is in its entirety. Look at that cutback right here. Another cutback. Break the tackle. Stiff arm right there. Get off me. Continues to run. Go ahead and get a little bit more. You want more? Oh! You gotta love it, Dick. You gotta love it.
Well, you do if you're the Eagles. And right now they're in a second-and-goal from the 2-yard line. Alapuli Vaitai comes in as an extra offensive lineman, unbalanced line for the Eagles. On second-and-goal from the 2, and a handoff to Blount. He gets stalled and gets to about the 1, and a flag throw.
Offside. Defense, number 93, lined up in the neutral zone, half the distance to the goal. Second down.
Darius Philon.
And if I'm Doug Peterson, I'm giving it to 29 again. I'm saying, Blount, this is your go. 75% throws in the first 2 games for Peterson right here. And I told Peterson when I talked to him yesterday, I told Peterson, I said, listen, you can't do that to your offensive line.
Well, he ran last week 39 times. And after the offside penalty, it's first and goal, and this time Blount is set back, and a good defensive play by Tenny Palapoy, the defensive end. And it'll be third and goal from the 5-yard line.
Well, you can't fault Doug Peterson there. He gave him multiple opportunities to get in.
Blount goes out, loss of 4. Huge play right now. Still early in the fourth, but this is a big play. Smallwood is in it, running back. You hold him a field goal, maybe he goes for it. Maybe this is 2-down territory. Third and goal. Here's Wentz. Flush from the pocket. Flag is down. Wentz stays on his feet, and now he is put down, and it took Desmond King, the rookie from Iowa, who had to chase after Blount to bring him down, but the penalty. Let's see what that's all about.
Illegal use of hands to the face, number 93. Defense, half the distance to the goal, automatic. First down.
Philon with his second penalty in this series. And it'll be 1st and goal when it looked as if the Chargers had stopped the Eagles.
Here he is right here. Gonna rush and look at getting the throat right there, shoving Wisniewski back into the backfield. Once you get it in there, I understand getting it in there, but you have to get it out. If you don't, the officials, it's so easy to see that. Now it's time to just start pounding this rock again. You got a first down, bring the big boy back in. Put Blunt back in there.
All right. Blunt go in, and he is. He's in the game now. 1st and goal from the 2. And here is Blunt, determined, as the Chargers are. And Melvin Ingram leads a crowd of white jerseys, knocking him back, bringing up 2nd and goal, and a timeout. Not quite. No timeout call. Looked like Wentz was looking for one, but he didn't call one. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 2. So Blunt goes out, and Smallwood checks in. They spread the defense. Trey Burton, tight end, comes in motion toward the line. Here is Wentz. And Wentz fires. And the pass is incomplete. And an injured Charger on that play. Corey Liuget is shaken up.
Sometimes you ask your team to step up and have some pride, find a way to make a play. I'm telling you, they gave up the big run to Blunt, but this defense has been solid on the defensive side here in the goal line.
Boy, Hayes Pullard was right in his face. Timeout, injury.
How do you chase what you love with moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis? Do what I did. Ask your doctor about Humira. It's proven to help relieve pain and protect joints from further irreversible damage in many adults. Humira works by targeting and helping to block a specific source of inflammation that contributes to RA symptoms. Humira has been clinically studied for over 20 years.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB. Hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Ready for a new chapter? Talk to your rheumatologist about Humira. This is Humira at Work.
What we're gonna have you do is each have a bite of 2 different burgers. One is flame grilled, the other one is fried on the flat top.
Definitely flame grilled.
Yeah. So much better. What you're saying is that we should destroy this flat top.
Flat top is my enemy.
Get 2 flame grilled Whopper sandwiches for just $6, only at Burger King.
You hurry up and fix my man, or we gonna have a problem.
They're gonna turn me into a monster.
You and me, Cookie and Lucius forever.
This is your time. This is your path. Taking it one step at a time.
Enjoy the sneak preview. A final edition will be lethal. Let the games begin.
Empire at its new time, Wednesday at 8, or watch anytime on demand or Fox Now.
Well, Corey Liuget was the injured player, and he walked off on his own power. So now it'll be 3rd and goal from the 3. Eagle fans a lot more vociferous than the Charger fans by a wide margin today. Big play here. And And they give it a Smallwood touchdown. Wendell Smallwood. Nothing fancy. Boy, he being called upon to fulfill a lot of the duties of Darren Sproles, who's lost for the season, as a versatile back out of the backfield. And he has delivered today to help the Eagles, and a big touchdown here with 9:14 to go, and they lead 25-17, putting more pressure on that Charger offense. 3-yard run. And Jake Elliott on to kick the extra point. And the kick is good. 26-17. So again, a 9-point lead. And once again, those penalties when it looked as if the Chargers had held the Eagles. But this is the score right here.
This is the score, and we're going to get just great push up front, inside, and let Smallwood find a way to look at that hole right there. That's just dispensing justice by the offensive lineman, rolling people up right here. Look at Wisniewski getting down, getting dirty, and then Smallwood, like Inspector Gadget, goes airborne over the top.
Wendell Smallwood in his second year. He gained 71 yards last week, has 31 on the ground, but 45 as a receiver with 4 receptions today. So he has become the versatile back right now. And of course, you never can really replace Darren Sproles, who's out with the torn ACL and the knee, the broken bone, and the forearm and ligament damage. The San Diego players, he played for the Chargers for 6 years in San Diego, a class act and elite player. And Carson Wentz talked about how much he instilled confidence in him. So Darren Sproles, a very versatile and good man in and out of the locker room. Well, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and Fox Sports Supports is proud to team up with the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence. We support their vision of creating a world in which domestic violence is not tolerated and where victims and survivors are supported and empowered. Find out how you can join the conversation this month by visiting foxsportssupports.com.
Sounds like the Chargers on the road right now.
Yep.
The Eagles line up for this defensive snap.
From the 25, Melvin Gordon. Only 22 yards and 10 carries today. Going to the air and completing the pass to Antonio Gates. And Gates gets 9.
And this is the guy right here, Keenan Allen, the toughest receiver, best release guy off. They want to attack underneath, give him a chance to run, and if you can get one-on-one, the outside release.
That'll be a first down again to Gates. And they'll move the chains, and a first down to the 39.
And Philadelphia will play this game all day. We'll give up 5 yards a throw to eat up clock if you want to play that game. You want to keep throwing it to Gates underneath at 5 yards a chunk, and we'll tackle him. Go ahead. We'll trade 5 for time.
And that's incomplete. Intended for Henry. Time for a game break. Here's
Raiders
Kurt
in
Menefee.
Denver trying to avoid consecutive losses, and this is not good. Their quarterback, Derek Carr, brought down by Shelby Harris, immediately grabs his back, winds up leaving the game. He's in the locker room right now, questionable to return. E.J. Manuel in at quarterback. They're down 16-7, but much more important issues.
Boy, thank you. Tough one, Kurt, for the Raiders. There's the rushing story. Overpowering have been the Eagles today. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 39. And off the hands of Travis Benjamin, bringing up 3rd down. Why do the Eagles at this point have to respect the run at all? I know Eckler scored a long touchdown when he got up the middle, and another injury down, and it looks like Matt Slauson, the left guard, shaken up for the Chargers.